Yo, guys, what up? Welcome to Terran Platinum 2. I know it says Plat 3, but don't worry about it. The ladder is locked right now. Platinum 2 Terran. Oh my god. Are you excited? Are you ready? Are you crazy? Here we go, guys. Get ready. Everything we've been talking about constantly keeps getting applied. Nothing gets left in the dust. Everything matters. No exceptions. So first things first, what we're gonna do? We're gonna stack those patches and we're gonna build a depot.
Will do.
Yeah.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, let's go ahead and build our barracks. Let's go ahead and build our gas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Oh,
We are chilling. Holy Stonks, thank you for the prime. Welcome to the stream, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My man.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, dude.
SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready.
Yeah. Dust Bunny, thanks, dude.
Hey Vibe, back in the day, in which guides were much less prevalent, what was your approach in breaking down, understanding, and learning the principles of StarCraft? Much love, meow.
When guides were less prevalent, how did I learn the game?
Don't forget to bring a towel.
You might not believe this when I say this, but I invented the fucking game. Obviously, I'm not being 100% serious when I say I invented the game.
Command
Because,
center
I mean,
upgrade
obviously not,
complete.
it's not like everybody copied me, but I've been playing StarCraft 2. I've been playing RTS since before StarCraft 2, and I've been playing StarCraft 2 itself since day one of the beta in 2010, February 6th or something like that. So, I was already really good at this game before anyone was good at this game. I was like starting to play this game when everyone was learning how to play this game. So, like, I started in a good place.
Bad news.
This is the point I'm trying to like basically I am a overall somewhat strong gamer, I would say. I've won tournaments before in StarCraft. I'm good at FPS. I've played ARPGs and I push high shit in those. I'm overall gamer. I'm a gamer's gamer, okay? I'm a big time gamer guy. I play lots of genres of gaming. I've been gaming since I was a little kid,
Add-on complete.
and I'm 30 plus right now. So I've been around the block in gaming, and yeah, I was already making guides to teach people how to play this game in 2011, 1 year after I was playing it. And then the first year I was playing it, I was already playing in pro tournaments. So that's a bit of a background on me, I guess. But
Add-on complete.
I started from the beginning, so I had an
Not enough
advantage
minerals.
because no one taught me. Instead I taught other people. But thank you very much for the dollar, and
Command center
the
upgrade
real
complete.
towel. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you guys. Wait, I should not be building depots in front of my base. It's Terran versus Terran. Sorry, we're getting distracted and getting carried away. My bad.
SCV ready. Big job.
Let's go ahead and make sure we got 2 per patch. Fix one right there. Boom, bang, pow.
SCV ready.
But I mean, obviously, I didn't like learn everything by myself either. Like, there's plenty of people I've talked to, like friends of mine or teammates of mine along the way, where we share information. Where sometimes someone figures something out faster than someone else, and we like collaborate and we share ideas with each other. Like, hey, did you know about this? And then one of us shares something with the other, and sometimes they're like, yeah, I knew about that, and sometimes they're like, what the fuck? That exists? What?
SCV ready.
Was Vibe's professional name when he competed a Vibe? Yes.
Additional supply
I've been
depots
competing in
required.
tournaments since 2010 until 2000, and I retired ultimately in the end of 2014, and then I became a caster for a year, and then I went to full-time streaming. Did you play Warcraft 2 or Warcraft 2? I played Warcraft 2. I played Warcraft 2 Battle.net. Shit, god damn it, dude. You guys are asking me so many distracting questions about things that aren't related to this. I played Warcraft 2. I played Warcraft 2 Battle.net Edition. I played Warcraft 3. I played Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. I played StarCraft 1 Beta. I played StarCraft 1 Brood War. I played StarCraft 2 Beta. StarCraft 2 Brood War. I played a little bit of Age of Empires, a little bit of Command and Conquer, a little bit of this game called Myth or some shit, or like
Additional
it's like a
depots
it was like a
required.
dungeon crawler thingy. I don't remember what it was called exactly.
Add-on
I played a lot of RTS.
complete.
Blizzard, obviously the most. Played like guys, I have like 20 plus years of RTS experience. Been around the block a lot. It's not even just RTS. I've played so many. Like, I'm a big time gamer. Like I was saying, I have played all fucking genres of games.
SCV ready.
I'm a big time gamer guy. That's probably why I'm a streamer nowadays. I just grew into it, dude. I just grew into it.
SCV ready.
Okay, so everything's going the same as we normally go. We're chilling. We're setting things up. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more SCVs to make a few barracks. Because again, we're gonna otherwise cap our money pretty hard. Five, did you play Diablo 2? Yeah, I don't really want to. I feel like if I keep answering this question, guys, it really appeases YouTube, or sorry, it appeases Twitch chat, because Twitch chat likes to ask you like a million questions about the same thing
Research
repeatedly.
complete.
And if I wasn't making a YouTube video, I probably would answer all of them. But I'll just say, for the sake of keeping this YouTube video a guide for YouTube how to play StarCraft and not Vibe's background history of how he plays video games and what games he played. I played a fuckload of games, and I've been playing games ever since I was like fucking 4 years old, and I was born in '87. So I've been playing games constantly since the early '90s, and my family owned a computer when I was literally like 6 years old. So yeah, I've been gaming, and I've owned like 7 different consoles. I've had a computer for my whole life almost. I've been around the block with gaming a lot. Alright, so we're doing our drops right now. We found a base. Let's go ahead and drop at it. 3-second rule. Is there a base here?
Mineral field
Let's go ahead and start our armory as well. Okay, let's go ahead and drop right there. Stim pack our boys, and yep. Okay, so this guy's going for planetaries, turrets, and ravens. He's playing what I like to call a troll as fuck build. But it's okay, it's not a big deal. It's not that big of a deal. It's going to be a little bit obnoxious, but it's okay. And again, assuming you're actually playing in a platinum, I wouldn't worry about it too much either. I would just be like, cool, whatever. It is what it is. You know, but just do your build as normal, regardless, and you'll be fine.
Additional
Let's go ahead and
supply
take our
depots required.
depots.
Not enough minerals.
I'm surprised Vibe reads Twitch chat at all. Well, I mean, it is my my job. That's what makes. I feel like that's what makes streaming the job part. Is you have to like read constantly while you play games. You have to like interact and stuff. And I've been doing it for a long time, and you know, I don't really want to just like not pay attention to my chat.
Upgrade complete.
I do think I have a very lax Twitch culture though, with the way I stream on Twitch, and generally speaking, I feel like the theme of my channel is me getting trolled all day. It doesn't really fit super well with the theme of me making instructional videos on YouTube, but it's okay. It's all good.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, we're almost at good supply with SCVs. We're still making
Additional
Marines.
supply.
We're making Thors at this point. We're making Medevacs still. Let's make this a planetary. Let's make another command center. Throw in a couple more depots or something.
Additional supply depots.
Make another
required.
command center. Okay, well, here you go. Look, he's attacking my base, right? Let's go ahead and stim pack towards that. A move stim pack. And as you can see, it's not that big of a deal. Wait, what just happened? Let's go ahead and fix that gas that got killed a little bit.
Add-on.
So he's playing the Raven style of annoying bullshit. He's playing a style that is super obnoxious. And again, it's okay. It's okay.
Command center upgrade complete.
It's just a bit
Mineral
obnoxious.
field depleted.
We're just producing our units. We're just living our life right now. We're living our best life as Terran.
Move it. Been waiting on you.
Fix our economies.
Rear with the gear.
Send
Mineral
SCVs to new
field
bases that are
completed.
needing saturation, and take them off bases that are oversaturated.
Armed and ready.
Every base is looking pretty good. Okay, he's back again. Go ahead and stim pack towards us again. Alright then. Okay, so it looks like we're about ready to attack. We've confirmed where his bases are as well. And we're basically maxed out right here. So let's just go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and hit this up. Send our army up to the top. Let's send our army up to the top, guys. Make this a planetary. Let's expand again. Let's also build a couple more buildings, like another starport, factory, a couple more racks. Maybe like another racks over here or something, or right there. Why are we doing that? We have a lot of money. Oh, look, he's got bases here. This guy's playing. Is there a base here? No. But his ravens are there. Let's fuck it. Let's just hit the base. Okay, group my army up.
Mineral
Group my army
field
up.
depleted.
And there's only really one choke point we can fight from here, because again, this one's way the fuck over here. Or, you know what, we can do the same strategy we were doing before. Even though this guy's playing super awkward, and I feel like it makes more sense to group it up in this particular situation, let's just stick to what we've been doing. Take our army, green box like half of it, send half of it right here.
Is under attack.
Okay, where he's attacking us again with more ravens. Oh boy. Who gives a fuck? Okay, let's take half my army over here.
SCVs are under attack.
We can go and scan because there's fucking widow mines here. And now let's take our army and go like this. A move,
Our
shift,
SCVs
A
are
move,
under attack.
shift, A move, shift, A move, stim pack. Let whatever happen, whatever's gonna happen, happen. We can run some of our SCVs away.
Upgrade complete.
This guy is what you call a Ketrock fan.
Somebody get me out of this mess.
Okay, we're still making SCVs, guys. Lots of them. And look how this guy plays, right? He's all about the ravens in my base.
Are under attack.
So you know what we can do against this? Well, I mean,
Add-on complete.
yeah, we'll just send, how about we send SCVs over here?
Add-on
Let's make like a
complete.
turret in the middle line. Let's make a couple turrets in this base. Let's make a couple turrets in this
Our
base.
SCVs are under attack.
Let's make a couple turrets in this base. Let's rally our command centers back to the bases that just got fucking owned.
Add-on. Add-on. Not enough.
This guy is
minerals.
mega troll the way he plays. I'm just fixing my economy, boys. Let's drop a round of meals here.
SCVs are under
Drop a round of meals here.
attack. Our SCVs not enough energy.
Cool. We just dropped a bunch of meals on my bases. I just made a bunch of money. Let's go ahead and transfer some SCVs around. Send some SCVs back over here. Cool. Installing our turrets now. Turrets are great, right? Turrets are wonderful. Keep making marines.
Base is under attack.
Keep making Thors. Keep making medevacs. Let's make another command center over here.
Base is under
We
attack.
can transfer these SCVs over here. This base needs SCVs. What's going on over here?
Add-on.
We can repair this. Repair, shift, click the middle line. Keep making units. Don't stop making units.
Our
We get
SCVs
3
are
upgrades.
under attack.
Ready for dust off.
Let's go ahead and get our gases pumping again. Same thing with the main. Let's keep making SCVs too. We're about maxed out on SCVs again. Let's make another turret here, and make a turret here. Let's make another turret up here, and main base. Let's make like 2 turrets in the main base. Because this guy's all about flying ravens all over my base the whole time. Like a smart ass.
Not
SCV
enough
count is now
minerals.
done. We are now done making SCVs. Let's go ahead and make a couple turrets here. So again, this base also has protection with some anti-raven killing action going on. And now, oh, he's back again. Okay, so let's since he's here in my base and we're still at our base, let's go ahead and A move towards the base right now. Let's go ahead and stim pack it. How many SCVs did we lose? We lost like 7 SCVs there, 6 SCVs. Let's go ahead and replace it. We can do the same thing here at this base. Go ahead and stim pack towards this base right here. Try and save it.
Mineral field depleted.
We'll just rebuild it if it dies. It died. Just rebuild it.
Base is under
I was going to
attack.
the next base. Let's go and make another turret. I know it's annoying, right? You're probably freaking out right now.
Mineral field
But it's not that hard if you just fucking macro with what dies. Grab my SCVs and repair that planetary. How many SCVs do we got? 85. We're good. Okay, now let's go ahead and actually go fucking hit the bottom of the screen here. Because we know he has a base there from earlier. So let's take half my Marines and send them like up to the top, and take the other half of my Marines and send them like down to the bottom. Just take like green box what you think is a correct amount. Now my army's spread out. Now let's go a move here. Shift, a move there. Stim pack. Okay, now my units will spread out a little bit. Transfer some SCVs around to other bases that need to be saturated. Okay, send some SCVs up here. We can even expand again while we're at it.
Field depleted.
Keep making units. Keep making Thors. Keep making medevacs. It's beautiful, right?
Somebody, get me out
Transfer
of
some
this mess.
SCVs. Make a couple turrets. Okay, so he's got Widow Mines up there again. This guy is one of the most obnoxious players we'll ever encounter in ladder. But it's okay. It's not a big deal.
Mineral field base is under attack.
Ready for dust off.
Let's have a blast. This better be good.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, let's go ahead and move SCV up here.
Field depleted.
Big job, huh?
We can try and build like a turret in this area. There's no guarantee that it'll go up, but there is a Widow Mine literally right there. You can see the divot on the ground. But if we have detection, we can kill that, or we can just run units up there and scan it. Either way would work.
Base
Okay, let's go
is
save this
under
base.
attack.
Grab our SCVs, repair, shift, mine the minerals again, and we'll stim pack towards these auto turrets with our army.
Research
Look at that.
complete.
Fucking tank through it, right? God damn. Now get my army together again. Go back to his base just like we did before. Let's get building armor and building range. Get level 3 weapons for vehicle. Okay, there's more fucking action going on here again with the Ravens. Let's go to repair the base again. SCV count, we're missing a few. Take our army, A move, stim pack, shift, A move. Let's get our shit going over here to hit the base. Okay, transfer some SCVs somewhere else. This guy's now planting Widow Mines all over the place.
Base is under attack.
How's this going? We can repair this again. Shift, right click the mineral line. It might die. If it dies, again, just rebuild it. You can go in the stim pack over here. Okay, it died. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna rebuild it. Do I give a fuck that this guy's being a troll? Not really. It's annoying though, sure. But it's not something you should panic and freak out to. It's very manageable. Just
Research
don't fuck your macro up. Fix your macro always. That's a priority. Let's take another base down here, bottom left. Hold shift, make a couple turrets. Hold shift again, make a mine the mineral patches. Take our army right here and A move this base.
base
It doesn't
is under
exist.
attack.
This guy is all fucking cheese. He's expanding around the sides. He's not actually expanding for real. Okay, so now since we're already on this side of the map, let's just go ahead and hit his main base. Look, more Widow Mines. Go and scan. More Widow Mines again. What's going on over here? We're going to repair that base.
Mineral
And now we can just A move here, shift A move there, shift A move here, stim pack, and we're good.
upgrade complete.
Is there Widow Mines here? There are more Widow Mines here as well. Make army, make more army, make a couple Thors, make some medevacs, grab my SCVs that are idle, and have them go do some shit. Let's get this command center landed over here. Or we actually can't. Let's get this Thor over here to kill that fucking Widow Mine, and then we'll land the command center and we'll send SCVs there. SCV count's still looking great.
Not enough minerals.
When this command center lands, let's do a mule drop on that base because we have a lot of money, or a lot of mule energy rather. There we go. It's landed. Make a planetary. Do a mule hammer there. We're like 1 second. Boom. Transfer some SCVs over. We just hit the jackpot. Sick. We're making tons of money again. Transfer some more SCVs over here that are way oversaturated. There we go.
Base is under attack. Upgrade
Now we're good again.
complete.
Let's go take this base up here. What's going on over there now? Another turret. Make this a planetary. Repair that turret. Go back to mining.
Mineral field depleted.
Fix our mineral patches. Fix our mineral patches. Send some more guys here or something. And we're good to go. This base is losing its gas.
Our
Let's-
SCVs
What's happening here? This base is gonna die. It's okay. Go ahead and take this, guys. And now we see there's actually a base there too now. So that'll probably be the next location we go to, because we did just clear the left side of the map. Now we want to clear the right side of the map. Let's go ahead and make another command center. Let's also send more SCVs up here now. And why are we doing that? We're doing that because of the fact that
Command center upgrade complete.
or rather, sorry, I built it in the wrong spot. We want to build it up here because we're going to take this base next after we kill his. Okay, he's killing my planetary. Repair this planetary. We can A-move these turrets. Stim pack. Maybe we save it, maybe we don't. Repair the planetary. It's looking pretty... Oh, it died. Okay, it's okay. You know what we're going to do since it died? Am I going to freak out? I don't give a fuck, guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking just make another command center. Because this guy is literally grasping at straws right now to try and win this game. You think I'm worried one bit? I don't give a shit. Let's go ahead and get armor upgrades now because we're done with weapon upgrades. Let's transfer some SCVs around to a base that needs SCVs, like this one right here. It's fine. Now let's hit top right. This guy doesn't really have an army, so we're going to stop caring about splitting our army anymore because we're not actually fighting a ground army. It's always air. And look, we just ran into him. A-move his base and stim pack. Go back to making units right away, right after. Make Marines. Make Marauders. Make Thors. Make fucking medevacs. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go kill these Widow Mines. He's also doing a bunch of turrets on this middle line, so let's stim pack this area. We can scan those fucking mines. And now let's go ahead and drop 2 turrets over here. Shift click the mineral line. Lift off this command center. And mine this. This is now my base.
Ready for dust off.
Okay. Now let's do it again. Let's now, since we're on the right side, let's now push the right side. Let's move our asses over to the right. Well, let's go ahead and scan right here. Does he have a base right here? He does. Okay. Let's hit that first then. So group my army up in front of the base. We can maybe send like 1 Marine up here. Do you have this base too? Yes, you do. Okay. What's going on over here? All right. We need to make this a planetary. And let's go ahead and fuck it for now. It's fine. Let's go ahead and A-move here. Stim pack. How many SCVs we got? 66. Start making more. Don't freak out. No reason to freak out. Transfer SCVs around.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Make some turrets here. Mind the mineral patches. This base is dead. Move our army right here next. Keep making SCVs. SCV counts at 66. Make some more bio while we're at it. Whatever. Make another Thor or some shit. Stim pack this base. Stim pack. Go, go, go. How's it going over here? This base is getting pounded by auto turrets all day. It's okay though, because you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to fucking take his base up here. I don't give a shit. Kill my base. Think I give a shit? Boy! Yeah, let's now A-move the next base. Stim pack right now. Are we watching the fight? No. But we're just making sure our army is always like going to the next base to kill the next base. Okay, transfer some more SCVs up here. It's all good. We can even take this base now. We're getting oversaturated, right? This base actually looks like it's about to die. Let's try and repair it. Send some SCVs to repair this. And have one of them like build a turret. Okay, well that Widow Mine just fucking almost killed everything, but it's okay. Yeah, let's take our army again, and now let's A-move this base. And go ahead and stim pack. Oh, we're running into more Widow Mines. Let's go ahead and scan. Cool. Now SCVs, almost good again. Make Marauders, make Marines, make Thors, make Medevacs. And now look at this, right? I have a lot of money. Finally, we have a lot of money, and I can't fully spend it properly. So what am I going to do now? Oh, okay, this SCV is like being an idiot. What am I going to do now? I can go like this. 1, 2. Why did I just do that? Because we're 2 production facilities short of having 20 to 24. So now we're in a good spot. Cool. Okay. Now, my army kind of died over here, for the most part. Let's quickly go check really fast. Does this guy have any expansions on the left side of the map? There's Widow Mines everywhere. But again, don't freak out. If you fucking find a Widow Mine and you go, oh, okay, let's scan it. Well, there you go. This is a dead Widow Mine. And there's another dead Widow Mine. It's builds like this, where as long as you just don't deviate from the plan and you don't freak out and just start shitting your pants because you're thinking that you're losing the game the whole time, then you're okay. You're okay as long as you don't shit your pants. Because we're mining like a beast. Let's see it. Watch this. Watch. You can't expand if I take all your expansions? Well, I mean, I want to keep expanding because I'm running out of money, right? I need to keep expanding because I'm running out of money. We have to make money. But let's watch. My opponent's going for multiple bunkers. Turrets everywhere right away. Planetary at the natural. Double starport tech labs. Like, for instance, look at the supply already, guys. Now he's going multiple command centers with ravens. And he's trying to, like, hide bases. And we found one of them, and the ravens actually managed to kill my bio drop, which is fine. Then we go to the other base, and what happens at the other base? My marines fly into turrets or something, and they die, right? Where's my other? There's my other drop. Let's see my other drop now. This is what drop number 2 does. It just died flying into the base. Here it comes again right now. Right here. Here's drop number 2. It was going to drop marines like right there and it just died. So neither one of our drops really did anything. But it's okay because I scouted where his bases are. Yeah. Thank you for the sub, Hillsy. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. And Nafi, Nofi. Thank you for the 2-month resub as well. Much love, dude. Okay, now he starts attacking my base with some fucking ravens. And look at that supply, guys. We're almost doubling his supply, right? Stick to the plan. Don't shit your pants and freak out. Stick to the plan and the sky's the limit. Just stick to the plan of macroing. Like, what do I have to freak out about right now? And we even scanned and scouted his ravens. Now let's look and see what our army does. How does our army do this? We actually do the initiation of split. And I'm going to tell you guys something right now. This makes more sense if our opponent's army is actually defending his base. Our opponent's army is clearly not defending his base. He's clearly trying to go into a base trade with ravens. With auto turrets. So, that's why I was saying, like, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense doing it now. Right here, right now. Because, like, he's not even defending his base. So if I just overwhelm base after base one at a time, we're going to have a higher chance to kill his shit. But anyways, let's see what this looks like, okay? Let's see what our army, our split army here looks like, how this does. We end up killing that base right there and a bunch of SCVs. Then we come over here and we kill that base and we do that. Awesome. We're running into a bunch of widow mines. And then finally our marines die out to the widow mines and the fucking last planetary over here. Now let's go back really fast and let's watch the other army. How did this army do down here on the bottom side? How did this army do when we had the split army? This army runs up. And we start hitting this planetary. This army comes over here later and reinforces. He actually repairs this. And it's just enough to kill it. So we ultimately end up killing it. Once the doors start hitting it too, it adds a ton of damage. And yeah. So like even though we split, it still did pretty good overall. But again, I just want you guys to know splitting didn't make any sense here. Didn't make any sense because he didn't have an army defending his base. That's we want to do it when our opponent is turtling in their base. That's when it makes more sense to initiate. Okay. And then now look at that supply, guys. Still looking pretty good in our favor. Still looking pretty juicy. And now we're going to go attack his bottom left base. And what happens here? Our units actually get stacked really hard in the choke point here, and we actually don't kill this. That planetary just got 63 kills, 64 kills. That planetary was a beast right there. Yeah, it had 64 kills. What a beast of a planetary. That was a lot of stacked Marines, guys. But hey, shit like that happens. It's okay. It's okay. Because guess what? Even though we just lost an army like that again, guess what? We're maxed again. And I'm not going to chase the Ravens all day either. I'm just going to chase them when they're already in my base and I'm already defensively in my base. But if I'm like leaving my base and I'm out here now, I'm not always going to turn around and chase the Ravens. Don't stay on defense. Like the way this build will beat you is if no matter what you're doing, you just sit there and defend and defend and defend and defend. You should definitely launch an attack if you're maxed out and he's not attacking you. Like utilize your advantage, your supply advantage, because you're going to have one. You can't make mass Ravens as fast as you can make mass bio. It's just not possible. You can't mine gas that fast. Ravens are extremely expensive on gas. So if we push out, when we max out, this stuff like this happens. We kill a base. And then we go to the next base. And we kill another base. And now suddenly this guy's economy looks like complete garbage.
Something finally clicked today and I beat a Canon Russian proxy robo/gate in Plat 2 as toss with macro. You taught me how to play the game after 10 years vibing. Thank you.
Hell yeah, bonus hand. Well done, dude. Well done, man. That's awesome. Welcome to StarCraft. And now look at the supply again. Guys, we're about to max again. We're super close to maxing. Now we're maxed. And our opponent's still, once again, like half of our supply. It just continues to be the trend of the entire game. And like things like that where you're like, oh damn, he just killed another base. He like, look at how much Raven energy he uses to do that. Like all of his Ravens are now kind of out. Like he just threw down probably like 30 turrets right there. And each turret is worth 50 energy. So that's a fuckload. And it's basically making all of his Ravens stay low energy for the most of the time. Look at that supply. And now it's things like this too, where he's just not going to really have enough to defend his base properly. So this base dies again. And we move this area, and then we go back up. Because we're getting ready to move out now. And we end up catching his army. Again. And now look at that supply this time. Notice how every single time, our supply was 200. 200. 200. 200. And my opponent's supply was like 110. 120. 110. 100. 95. 93. 110. 100. It's always like around 100. And ours is always around 200. It's going to keep happening that way because, again, we're going to max out way faster than him. And when we're maxed and he's not currently in my base trying to drop auto turret. If my army's like right here and he's dropping auto turrets right there, yeah, defend it. Super worth your while. But if he's got Ravens flying in my base right here and my army is currently like right here, no, I'm not going to go, oh, Ravens are in my base. Let's turn around now. Go all the way back and defend that. You've committed already. Just fucking commit. Just go. Because if he kills one of my bases and I kill two of his bases, I'm still ahead. And why does that make sense? Because Ravens have limited attack because it's based off their energy, whereas Bio has an auto attack, which is based off of nothing. It has no cooldown. So I can do damage to his base faster than he can do damage to mine. And especially if you have the mindset to macro during. Like, Ravens have to be micro the entire time to attack properly as well, because they have to cast a spell every time they want to attack, whereas Bio can just A-move, shift, A-move, shift, A-move. Look at that economy now, guys. Look at that economy again. It's looking bad, pretty bad.
Did Vibe just beat Ketrock in a bronze to Grandmasters versus a bronze to Masters? Smile.
This is someone who watches Ketrock videos, probably. But no, it wasn't actually. I highly doubt this is actually him. But this is the kind of build, though, that a lot of people play against, and the only reason why this kind of a build wins is because you fall apart against it. It's because players that play against this go, I don't know what to do here, so I'll freak out now, and I'll just do a bunch of bad choices. But if you just macro, and you just stay calm, and you keep expanding around it, you can out-endurance it. You can, like, outlast it. Like we did. And then the thing is once if you actually get to the point in the game where you kill all of the outer expansions, well, guess what? The inner expansions are going to be mined out as well. They're going to be like empty. That means that there's no way for your opponent to make money anymore. So like when this base dies, he has like no income. This is it. This is the last thing he's got. And then look at our economy. We're still cruising 85 SCVs. We should be taking more gases, though. I will say that right now. We should definitely be, because like our main base and our natural are kind of depleted. Our third base is also depleted, so we should be taking gases like here, here, and like here or something. We should definitely be taking more gases. And then a lot of our SCVs as well, we're going to transfer off this base to this base because it just got made. And also we had to keep transferring SCVs away because these SCVs were from the bottom that either had to be evacuated or from bases that mined out already as well. And then Ravens are down there as well, so just trying to like keep units alive essentially. Alright, so 3026 MMR is what we're looking at, guys. That's what we're looking at today for the Terran promotion. Okay. Okay. Hey, guys. Okay. Good luck, have fun. I had to go open up a YouTube video just now. That's why you probably heard the hey guys. Don't worry, that was me, not you. You're not watching two videos at once. I had to do it like that because I have to do another YouTube video promotion when we actually get to the correct MMR because ladder's still locked. Sorry guys, it's a little less. It ruins the immersion a little bit of the B2GM, but it has to be done. I'm sorry. Also, these eyeballs on my shirt. I got a new hoodie. It's the VFam hoodie, the Vibu hoodie. It's got my Vibu derp on it, but it's green and it's getting chromed out, so it looks like it's a fucking alien, dude. You can kind of see it now a little bit when I sit up more proper.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready. What's going on? Big job, huh?
Vibe, is this live or is this a recording?
SCV ready.
Well, if you're watching this on Twitch, it's live. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's a recording.
Yo.
It's both.
Yeah, yeah. In the rear with the gear. Yes, sir. Go. Who wants some? You gonna give me?
All right.
Command center upgrade complete.
Vibe, your merch looks awful on stream. Thanks.
What's going on? Go ahead. You want a piece of SCV ready?
Okay.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
SCV ready. Sure thing.
Okay.
Big job. SCV ready.
Nice, we killed the Overlord. We killed the Overlord. Oh my god.
Is season not locked? Feel like April 5th is start of season 2, 2021.
Season is locked. That's why I was just talking about how I can't get promoted.
Add on.
Godfather. Thank you very much for the bits, dude. And yeah, it starts on like Tuesday. It always starts on Tuesday. Resets are always like for Blizzard. It's always like they're always on like Tuesdays. Sometimes it's like Monday night. Sometimes it's like Tuesday as of like Eastern time zones, but yeah.
Please, buy green hat, mask and
Add-on
t-shirt.
complete.
We want a
Command
ghost
center
on
upgrade
streamer.
complete.
Thank you as well. Like,
Go ahead.
thanks, dude.
SCV ready.
Okay. Yeah, dude. Same thing. As always, boy.
SCV ready.
We're chilling.
Gangway coming through. Ready to roll out. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Let's get stim pack. Get ready to start our third command center soon because the space is getting really well saturated at this point. 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, making all the macro. Let's go ahead and get another depot. Put another tank down here.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient.
Put down
SP
that
gas.
reactor on that starport, man.
SCV
Put that
ready.
reactor down on that starport, man. Hell yeah. Let's build another depot up here so we just have vision of the base because again that's kind of scary always having a dark spot in your base for a long time.
Gangway coming through.
What if we get nightist or something like that? You never know. Oh my god, David.
Vibe, just wanted to say that this series is packed with information that would take forever to learn on your own. If anyone in chat is giving you grief, then they probably can't be taught or don't appreciate the hours of amazing content you are providing.
Thank you, David. I appreciate you,
Add-on
man.
complete.
David. You're too fucking nice, dude. $100 dono is humongous. David, thank you, dude. Much love, man. I'm really glad you like the content. Much love. And no worries. I don't think anyone like hates my content. I think people like to troll the shit out of me on Twitch, but yeah. Also, I've been having like chronic headaches lately, so I'm like really low energy. Like right now, again today, everyone's like, man, Vibe really seems like he's like low energy right now. I have like a migraine right now while I'm making this series. Fucking sucks.
Research complete.
What if Mitas show up?
Ready for
I would
dust off.
I would fuck them. I would litter their wings with bullets. I wouldn't even care. You know why? Because I'm macroing.
This better be good.
Okay, let's go ahead and scout the left and right side of the map.
Command center upgrade complete.
Find bases, all that jazz. Where's our engineering base? We never started any.
In the rear
That's not
with
good.
the gear.
Let's go ahead and start an armory as well so we can start making Thors.
Can't build here.
Ready for dust off.
But David, thank you again so much, dude, for the 100. That's humongous donation right there. Thank you, man.
Base is under attack.
Okay, we're getting attacked heavily right now. Stimpack my army. Okay, let's keep macroing. Let's send SCVs to the third base. We can grab some of our Marines here and send them also to the third base to go protect it. Repair some of these depots in the front that took damage. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, drop Marines right there. What's going on here? Drop Marines right there. What's going on over here? Okay, this guy's killing my fucking base right now. God. 3-second roll. 1, 2, 3. Stimpack, go to the middle line. A move. Stimpack it. 1, 2, 3. Middle line. A move the area. Transfer some more SCVs to this base. And let's make another command center while making more bio, more Thor, more everything. Get Thor upgrades, get bio upgrades. Yeah, things are going pretty good. Nice. Okay, let's go back to our base with our army. Rally point, like maybe the middle of my base right there. Let's go ahead and take our gases because we're fully saturated. Let's also throw down some more depots because we're oversaturated. We're getting close to supply blocking.
Ready for dust off.
And I can make these depots and then shift tell them to go down here and mine the space instead. And why is that? It's because this space is it's losing patches right now, so it's gonna need to transfer SCVs off anyways. And by the time these depots are done, more patches are gonna be like gone. Okay, we're gonna get attacked again. Let's go ahead and move the area and stim pack. Let's go ahead and start combat shield. Keep making Marines. Keep making Thor. Keep making medevac. Keep making SCV. Is this command center still being built? Yes, it is. Cool. Yeah, we're looking good. Space is done. Lift it off and go over here. Okay, it looks like we're losing that fight. Let's go ahead and do it another wave. A move, stim pack the area. It's all good, guys. There's no need to panic. You know why? Because we're Terran and we got guns. These Marines were born in Texas. They know how to shoot a gun and a bug. Let's go ahead and build another command center. Let's go ahead and now build another gas. Fix my gas saturation.
Mineral field depleted.
Transfer some SCVs. See how we're still oversaturated there. This space is also getting oversaturated. Transfer a bunch of SCVs to this base over here.
Complete.
My fourth base. Transfer more off of this base. Do a bit of a mule hammer. I can kill that overlord. Throw down a couple more depots. Keep making units. Cool. Start transferring SCVs down to this base. And this base is going to be done in a second, so I can just transfer this building command center to right here as a planetary. Okay, he's attacking us again. Let's go ahead and A move the area and stim pack. Green box this, control click SCV, repair command center, hold shift, right click mineral line. That way we can repair the command center without disrupting the mule mining. If he, attacks that like that. Let's build another command center. Keep building Thors, keep building medevacs. Look at my money, I can't spend it very well. Let's get upgrades first, and let's add in some more production. Let's add in like another 3 or 4 racks. Let's do 4 racks. My money's getting crazy. We need more. We need more production. Okay. Things are looking chill. Transfer SCVs over here. SCV count is currently at 85. We're done. And now we're maxed out. So, mule hammer this base one more time.
No.
Let's go ahead and get our army grouped up and let's move out right now. Let's move out to like right here. Go to the front of his base.
Mineral field depleted.
Transfer SCVs that are over. Also, get my Thors all in high pack payload. Again, army is going to the front of his base. Wait for my army to group up. And look at my money. It's still going up like crazy. Let's go for another factory. Starport. Racks, racks, racks.
Depleted. Command center
Like
upgrade.
2 more racks here. One like there. And now we can make all these tech labs. We can grab these racks. We can grab all these racks. We can grab the Starport factory. Then we need just 1 more. And now we're at ideal 20 production buildings. Alright, because now we're at that super sweet spot of producing units. Let's go build another command center while we're at it. Rally all of my buildings right to there.
Complete.
Tell my army to go like this. A move right there. Green box, half my army, come back. Why did I just do that? Because I just split my army up to initiate the fight. Tech lab, or sorry, reactor, tech lab factory, reactor and starport. We already have the tech lab racks for the marauders. Now all the rest of my racks can become reactors for just more bio, more marine production. Okay, now let's take my army and go like this. We can A move, shift A move, shift A move, shift A move, stim pack.
Add-on.
Check my bases. Bases are looking pretty good. Check my upgrades. We definitely need to get some upgrades. Watch my supply while we're doing this. Marauders. Marines. Thors. Medevacs.
Upgrade.
Upgrades. Upgrades.
Complete. Add-on complete.
No control group for army. We're using control groups for drops, but we're not really using control group for army yet.
Add-on.
And why is that? Because we're not microing. Every once in a while I can periodically throw in another stim pack. Micro is not what's important right now in Platinum.
We are at maximum supply.
In the rear with the gear.
Transfer SCV down here.
Ready for
Build a
dump
planetary. SCVs are all looking pretty good. SCV count is looking amazing actually. And we're still maxed out, guys. Yeah, this army is like mostly medevacs at this point. Let's go ahead and we can A-move this area right here and stim pack. And get a lot of my other units over here that are back at my base now. Get them all over there. Lower these depots so I can get units out of my base faster. Okay, we can A-move, shift A-move, stim pack. We can start an armor upgrade on the armory.
Command center
We can
upgrade
start
complete.
building upgrades on the engineering base. Why? Because we have a bunch of bank. GG. I was about to type it and then he left. Shit. Yeah. So why did we win that game, Vibe? How come you can win and not micro? Crispy Bacon, thank you for the prime, and also Senor Salsa. Thank you very much as well for the prime as well. Thank you guys. Much love. Why can we win this game even though we're not microing? Even though we're not really using our units very well. Why am I not even control group in my army? All this crap, right? Why are we winning this game? And the reason why we're winning this game is because again our builds are more efficient. That's all it comes down to at this stage of learning how to play StarCraft. If your build is run like a car that breaks down repeatedly, well, that's not going to be very good. But instead, if your build is like a brand new Tesla or some shit, suddenly it runs really, really smooth. You know? And it's not even about the fact that it's a build order. It's about the fact that it's understanding how fucking builds operate. Like, it's understanding efficiency of what you're using. Like, is your build mineral focused or is it gas focused? Are you doing the wrong thing with the wrong thing? Like, for instance, I'm going to give you guys another car example now. We'll talk about like a manual, okay? Having a build that is like, you want to expand. You're like, let's say you're trying to do B2GM and you're like, I'm trying to do vibe style of expansions. And you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna open up the game and I'm gonna take double gas on my main base really fast, and I'm gonna take double gas on my natural really fast. Like, let's say you just literally go into double gas right off the bat. Okay? Like, you literally you have like 14 SCVs here, double gas. You have like 4 SCVs here, double gas. Like, you just take double gas right away with like your first buildings every time. What that is like, it's like having a manual car, and instead of starting in first gear, you start in like 5th gear. You start in 5th gear from 0 miles per hour. And your car is like, just like, it can't fucking move really. Because it's not designed to be in 5th gear at that low of a speed. And when your economy is that low, it's not designed to be supporting a shitload of gas. It only is designed to be supporting gas if you're not going to keep expanding, and instead you're just going to make a building and then set in units out of that said building. Like if you're going to go for an all-in, then it makes more sense. But our opponent went for an attack, right? He went for a Roach Ravager attack, and because of that, and he also did it like 4 times. And then because of that, we got super far ahead. That's really what this game came down to. We had a well-oiled, overall efficient form of a build. Our opponent went for an aggressive attack. It failed, and he was just behind as fuck all game. See, like this kind of shit right here, you can tell that this guy probably got proxied by a fucking starport last game or something, or like proxy void ray. And he's like, where the fuck is your proxy, huh? He's like scouting the map constantly with Zerglings. He's all over the place. He's building spores. Has he even scouted my base yet? He scouted that I expanded. That's it. The Overlord died. That's what it was. So he's playing Paranoid right now. And if you play Paranoid, it puts you behind. So like, look at this, right? This is kind of scary for Zerg, and the fact that I'm a Terran player, and I'm actually not only ahead of supply of a Zerg player that has lost. I've not attacked the Zerg yet. I've not killed any economy of his. Also, we're like tied on drones and SCVs. We have like very similar economies. This is scary as shit for Zerg. This is not what you want as a Zerg player. It's just, again, it's just one of the same things we talk about all the time. It's efficiency versus non-efficiency. Okay, so check out the attack, right? Here comes the attack. We got equal supply right now to the Zerg, but we also have a supply depot wall with range units behind it, and superior to his range units because the tanks are better than Roaches and Ravagers. Like, look at these fucking siege tanks, man. They are pounding the Zerg right now. My god. Now look at the supply. Remember how that fight started and we were both like at 100? And now the fight's over and I'm still at 100 and he's at 73? Brutal. See, like right there? We probably could have won that fight if we microed that. If we didn't just stand in a Crossbow. Also, if we would have focus fired the Ravager, we could have probably won that fight. But it's okay. Is it a big deal? No, it's not a big deal. Doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, as long as you macro, you're going to still be in a great spot. Why is he running away? Oh my god. Oh my god, why did he run away? It's because of this, right? It's because we dropped at the same time as well. It's because these are our scout drops. So we scouted all the bases on the right side of the map, and this is what our drop ended up doing. We confirmed we were just chilling here. We have a second on the minimap, and we see there's no expansion, so we now go back to this medevac and drop our bio here. The medevac doesn't finish unloading the last two Marines, and it dies, and then our Marines start going to town here. We kill a few drones, and that's it. And that's that drop's lifespan. It's okay. It was okay. Not the greatest. Here's the other drop. Again, we just scouted the entire left side of the map. So we now know there's no bases over there either. And now here's this drop. This drop ends up killing an Overlord. And it kills a Roach. Again, that drop is okay. Not the greatest. Not the worst. The drop actually lives because there's no anti-air there. But not the greatest, not the worst attack. It was okay. It was whatever. Trading 8 Marines for an Overlord and a Roach is like meh. It's obviously a little bit of a better trade for Zerg, but still not the worst. It's just kind of like a wash, more or less. Like at this stage of the game, it's like kind of almost irrelevant. And now the Zerg, what does he do? He goes for another attack, right? The Zerg is going for an attack. And remember how last time he attacked us, he was at 100 supply? Well, guess what? Last time he attacked us, we matched his supply. This time, we're ahead of his supply. And let's see what happens. And remember this, okay? There's a difference of about 15 supply. We'll average it off because it makes it easier to do the math here. I know it's 14, but yeah. But watch the difference when the fight's over. Remember 15. And realistically, it actually is 15 because we actually have 100. It's like 16. So again, average it 15. We just move towards it and watch what happens. Fight's still going, so we can't stop yet. It's still going. And now the fight is over. So we actually went up in supply by about 15. And our opponent went down in supply by about 35. Why did that happen that way? Because we macroed. Because in the production tab, we were making a lot of shit and my opponent was not making anything. Which is also why, even though I have more economy than my opponent, I have more harvesters, I also have mules, I have more income, my opponent has 3,000 in the bank and I have 139 minerals in the bank. This means that even though I'm mining more, I'm spending all of it, and even though he's mining less, he's not spending a good chunk of it. This is why the supply difference is now, I went from only being a 15 supply difference from 115 to 100 to now doubling his supply at like 65 to 130. More or less. You get the point. Like that, this is where fucking platinum players always fall off. They like don't understand this concept. Which is you have to macro. You have to be able to multitask if you're going to attack somebody, but you have to macro. You have to macro. If you don't macro, you're going to die all the time. It was because of the micro? Yes. This happened to this. The Zerg player did not macro shit during that whole fight because he was focused on the fight. Like if I go back and watch that fight, I guarantee I'm going to watch him trying to move my Marines and watch the Marines die. Here's how the fight starts, right? This is when it started. Let's watch his vision just for fun throughout this fight. This is his unit selection as well, by the way. There you go, that's an inject.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay. So, did you notice something right there? This is on ×2, but here's something I would say I noticed. In the course of about 2 minutes of how long that fight lasted, or like 90 seconds to 2 minutes, my opponent only injected his main base one time. He injected his main base 2 times with 2 different queens. So he stacked up 2 injects on his main base, which it puts injects in a queue where they go 1 by 1. He injected his main base 2 times with 2 different queens in about 90 seconds. And then when the fight was over, now he injected both of his bases on his main and his natural. Just to throw it out there, if the fight, let's just say, lasts for 90 seconds, and you have 3 bases and you have 4 queens, you can inject your hatcheries 9 times, not once. 9 times. 9. And why is that? Because 1 inject happens per hatchery every 30 seconds.
Love this series vibe. Never fails to get me back into the game.
Yo, Jim, thank you for the 25, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Jim. But yeah, you can inject 9 times, guys. 9 fucking times. This guy just is not macroing. Also, look at the creep. He has 1 fucking tumor. This is not going to fly. This is not going to fly when you get higher levels of Zerg opponents. It will not fly. You will always die because you'll be like, I have no idea what's going on the map as Zerg. I don't even understand what's happening right now because you have no creep spread. At 10 minutes in the game, pretty much, you could have creep like there. Like, look at my mouse. You could have creep literally covering about 35 to 40% of the map already. Yeah. At this point in time.
Macro. Inject that macro straight to my veins. Vibe, probably.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Clark. Yeah, no, this is just where most platinum players struggle for platinum. For like, they get stuck in platinum for a long time. It's because they prioritize micro and they don't prioritize mechanics of the race at all. And again, Full Metal, I love you, man. I don't mean any offense in any way. Just using you as an example because you're my opponent this game. But you're not alone, okay? No one talks shit about Full Metal in any way because everyone in Platinum League plays like this. They all do. Like so many Platinum players, tunnel vision. And then what happens now? You guys remember how I always keep saying my hardest opponents that I keep running into throughout the entire series for all 3 races are whenever I run into somebody else who's doing B2GM series. Like they're doing a version of B2GM on their, like, they're using their own B2GM build, basically. Like, I'm not gonna, okay. I'm saying it really weird. And I'm only saying it really weird because I don't want to make it sound like I'm the only person who does B2GM. I know there's other streamers and other content creators who have B2GM as well, which is why I'm like making it sound weird. But in general, whenever you have someone, whenever I play someone who's like trying to copy an efficient build, like B2GM for instance, you know what happens? I attack them, and they don't die. They kill the army, and then they attack me, and then I attack them, and then they attack me, and then usually they might die after like the 4th attack or 3rd attack, something like that, because they're able to macro and keep up their position longer, right? But if you play against someone who does not have a healthy supply, you show up at their base and you run their ass over like this.
Vibe serving up some macro only and cheese.
Yeah, thank you very much, Real Al. The Real Towel. What's up, dude? So this is what our fight looked like. This is the top part of my army, right? This is what this side looked like. Okay. This is what the bottom half of my army looked like. So keep in mind, when you lose bases, you get put into a hole, right? That you can't really recover from. You just get stuck in this like defensive hole that you're just kind of dead from. So while the army that was dying up top and trading units here and there a little bit, but while it overall died, we pushed the bottom base and killed his 4th base, so now he's stuck to 3 base versus a 6 base Terran, which is not good. Also, we're still maxing out repeatedly versus someone who's dropping below 100 supply again. And we just have too much. So now the Zerg is dead Ola. Now the Zerg is dead Ola. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. And yeah, Diamond League is when, like I said before many times, Diamond League is when we're going to start actually trying to micro our units a bit more and actually use proper forms of strategy, and we'll build on them, because in Platinum and below, it should be just a macro test for you. It's really just, can you macro efficient or not? That's really what it comes down to. Okay, another TVZ. A Neza TVZ. Rally my command center up. Okay, never mind. Full Metal is a good dude, but his build is not efficient. Well, his build was all in, but it was also not an efficient form of an all in. So it didn't work. And don't worry, guys. Anyone out there who's like, Vibe, can you teach us how to do efficient all-ins? Yeah, I actually will teach you how to all-in people. Once you can actually micro. I'll teach you how to all-in once we're Diamond Plus. So, like, you got to realize as well, I am not against all-ins. I'm not like, oh, you never will all-in in my series once, ever. Never, ever, ever. No, 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 no. You can still all-in. It's okay. I don't mind. It's just, why are you going to all-in if you can't even macro properly? That's my question. Learn how to all-in when you can actually handle an all-in. How you're supposed to do it. Otherwise, it's like this budget all-in that's just like a lesser form of what it actually is supposed to be.
Big job, huh? Yeah.
Like, you'd just be better off just improving your skill level first and then working on all-ins after. And it's not even just going to only become all-ins. It's just going to become part of our playstyle. Like, we'll have all-ins as well.
In the rear.
Additional supply depots required.
Have you ran into Smurfs during the series? Yeah, a couple times. If so, how do you deal with it? I usually get my ass handed to me. Because I'm not going to play like a GM player in like Silver League. Because it ruins the whole point of the series. If I play against a Smurf and I can tell they're a Smurf, and then they're playing like a Diamond player or like a Masters player when I'm in fucking Bronze or Silver, and I go, alright guys, fuck this guy. I'm going to beat him now. I feel like Twitch culture, you guys would love that. People on Twitch would love it because they'd be like, fuck this guy, beat his ass vibe, oh my god. But YouTube culture, which is what the series is mostly designed for, it's because it's supposed to be a series you can always go back and watch again and again and again. People on YouTube would be like, well, I can't do that, so... Is the whole series like this? Like, does Vibe just play like a GM player half the time? Because I can't play like a GM player, I'm only Silver. So, what am I actually learning here? I'm learning nothing. You know what I mean? It kind of defeats the whole point of the series. So I just take it on the chin whenever I fight a Smurf, and I just let myself lose most of the time, and
Command center
it is what it
upgrade
is.
complete.
I move on to the next game. And I'm running stream delay to try and not get smurfed as much as possible.
Bad news.
Okay, this guy's smurfing? I'm just joking.
What's going
I'm,
on? Go, go, go.
I'm just joking.
SCV ready.
No, this guy is he's going for a fast factory. Let's go ahead and build our stuff. He's also not expanding, so let's make a bunker.
SCV ready. Ah, it's here. Big job. SCV ready.
Alright.
SCV ready.
So I have no idea what build this guy's doing, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. All I know is that it's going to be aggressive because he doesn't have a natural. Let's go and load up our bunker, make an orbital. We can now make our second gas. Did my friends die in Diablo? No, they're all alive still, and so am I. I'm still going to play Diablo, by the way, off stream. I might play it a little bit here and there on stream as well. But I do have a...
Complete.
I want to keep doing B2GM mostly, so I didn't want to, like, you know, to deviate too many days off of B2GM.
Yeah, yeah.
I was debating doing 2 days, but I decided not to.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? By the numbers.
Let's make some more depots.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Let's also fix my mineral line. Or no, it's good. The mineral line's actually good. I just need it. This one SCV needs to go back to that one when he's done. Let's build a depot over here.
SCV, go, go, go.
Not enough minerals.
Got no patience for
Thank you for the bits, Chogler. Thank you, dude. Someone says, Vibe, do you mind us sniping you if you're legitimately in the league you're currently in? No, I don't mind that at all. The only thing I don't like is when someone snipes me because they want to see if they can beat Vibe, and they're like a Masters player versus like a Platinum player.
Add-on.
And I'm like, guys, I'm not fucking playing like a Masters player. And then they go, I beat Vibe, I beat Vibe. I'm like, guys, stop fucking ruining the series, please. Fight me in Masters if you want to fight Masters.
SCV ready. What's our target?
Okay.
Coming through.
That was brutal. Yeah, let's move towards my main base. Go ahead and build our command center.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
This better be good. SCV ready. Go ahead. Huh? SCV ready.
Okay, let's go and siege our last tank. And yeah, we're in a pretty good spot, guys. This is a pretty good spot.
SCV ready.
Let's go and take our gases at our natural.
Bad news.
Let's take a couple more racks as well.
Go, go, go. Yeah, whatever. What's going on? SCV ready.
Let's transfer my SV down. It was oversaturated on that gas. And we're just fixing our macro, guys. Fixing our macro.
Complete.
SCV ready.
Build a
Mineral
couple engineering bays.
SCV ready. Gangway coming through. Ah! You scared me.
What do you pose?
Ready.
research complete.
And you see what someone just said in chat? They just said, again, I'm not trying to pick on anyone in my series that I'm playing against. Select my army and a move towards that liberator. Someone just said that was poor execution of a pro player's build.
Ready for dust.
And I would say, I agree with you. But then I would follow it up and say, why is a fucking player in Platinum trying to do a pro player's build? And again, I feel like that's just a misconception of like what is capable out of a player in this game. Players in Platinum cannot handle builds in pro level. Players in Diamond can't even handle builds in pro level. They can somewhat do it to a little degree, but not even. Players in Masters still can't do it. Like, they're a little bit better again, but still not even. Some players in GM can't even handle builds from pro players sometimes. Like, I'm not saying never to do it. I'm definitely not saying don't ever do it. I'm just saying that it makes more sense to do it when you're a higher level player. The higher it is, the higher the better. And if you're worried about a build that is full on execution, like for instance, if you're worried, if your whole build is based on how well you attack your opponent, and if your opponent can genuinely do nothing and kill your entire attack, that means your attack capability, like your skill level of attacking, needs to be, it's not there yet. It means your skill as a player needs to keep it growing, essentially. Because I'm gonna tell you guys right now, like I already feel like, from my perspective, okay, this game is already over. It's just a matter of time, and it's okay. It's all good. Again, everyone's play StarCraft for fun. Everyone's learning at their own pace. Blah blah blah. The point I'm trying to make here is that you just need to focus on your macro first, because you got to realize if I was playing a pro player,
Additional
someone that you were trying to emulate, and they saw me have tanks like that, they would not have done what just happened. It would not have looked like that. Also, they probably would have attacked faster.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's so much that goes into it that you don't realize.
Ready.
You're making the game so much more complicated if you try to emulate pro play at Platinum. And it's not even like,
depleted.
it's not even like saying that you're making it more complicated and it's like, but you could do it though. You're making it complicated to the point to where you're actually like making the game harder for yourself and you're just going backwards instead of forwards. Like imagine, here's an example. Imagine if I told you, I want you to learn how to balance an egg on your finger. Just one egg on one finger.
Research complete.
Random fucking analogy, but it'll make sense in a second.
Mineral field.
Imagine if I told you to balance one egg on one finger. And if you could do that in a matter of like
Mineral
a
field
month,
depleted.
I'd give you $1 million. Imagine if that was like the agreement, okay? Obviously, that is not an agreement I'm making right now with anybody, so no one call up their lawyers and want $1 million from me. Don't even have $1 million, guys. But what if there was some incentive for you to balance an egg on one finger? Just one, like your index finger or something. I mean, if you focus on one little task at a time, you actually could probably eventually do something like that eventually, and you would get better and better at it. Well, then what if I said,
On my way.
okay, I want you to balance 10 eggs on all 10 of your fingers at the same time, and you don't even know how to balance one on one finger yet. Well, the guy who spends maybe 1 week trying to balance one egg on one finger
Upgrade.
might actually get pretty good at it by the end of the week. And the guy who tries to balance 10 eggs on 10 different fingers all simultaneously at the same time, right, that's simultaneous, that's what the word simultaneously means, And then by the end of the week,
Command center upgrade.
he'll be no better than what he started at, because he's doing more than what he can handle.
Big an effort. Drop it off.
Like if you can't handle the easy task, how can you handle the difficult task?
Heading out.
And you'll improve slower because of that.
I heard that.
Okay, let's go ahead and drop his mineral line. Okay, our medevacs both died. Do I give a shit? Not really. Okay, let's go ahead and attack him now. We know where his bases are. Top 3 bases. Let's expand
Mineral
again.
field depleted.
Let's also build some more barracks.
Bad news? Yep.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Get in a starport, get a factory.
Base is under attack.
Okay, we're getting attacked. It's okay, guys. A move right here. Stim pack. And now A move right here. Make new units. And defend my base. It's okay. It's all good, dude. Now he's broken into my natural, so let's re-rally to the main base. Make a Thor. Make some medevacs.
Our SCVs
Keep making SCVs
complete.
around this. Make a planetary. Drop a bunch of mules here.
Not
Take our army and go like this. A move. Shift A move. Shift A move. Shift A move. Stim pack.
base.
What's going on back at my base? Make a reactor. Make a tech lab. We can make all these buildings rally to the back of my
Ready
base,
for dust off.
and all these other buildings in the front over here rally to like right here. Why does that make sense? Because now we can actually,
Attack.
you know, build units and they don't just die immediately. And I'm still making SCVs.
Add-on.
Let's make this a
Command
planetary.
center upgrade.
Build another command
Our
center like over here.
SCVs
I'm still
under
macroing
attack.
during the process. I'm not tunnel visioning the situation. Step back our army again.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Keep making units. I know my army was fighting stupid, by the way, on the ramp right there, but was that even though that was happening, was that a priority? Look at my army going. Let's stim pack it again, because I haven't stim packed in a while. But no, it's not a priority to worry about my army up there. Now check this out. Our base is getting broken, right? Let's go ahead and grab my units right here, and let's just A move it at this point.
Center upgrade.
Let's just A move it. Stim pack. And now look at this. Suddenly, we just defended both of our bases through sheer remaxing. Reproduction. Well, kind of defended both of our bases. This base is still under a bit of siege here. Keep making SCVs. Well, not stopping. There's a base right there. Let's rotate this SCV like over here or something.
Upgrade.
What's this army doing? A move, shift A move, shift A move, shift A move. We just A move the right side of the map
Our
further.
SCVs are under attack.
Okay. Keep making SCVs. Drop some mules here or something.
Is under not enough energy.
Look, this is 3 tanks, guys. 3 tanks. And now check this out. He's just got tanks. What if I make a Liberator? Here's a cool unit. We talked about this unit once previously a tiny bit, but we'll talk about it again now. What if I make a Liberator, guys? And I just have that one Liberator siege on top of these tanks.
Ready for dust off.
The tanks will die. What's going on over here?
Our
Okay, let's
SCVs are
step
under
back my
attack.
army so we can engage that planetary. Keep making SCVs. Keep making keep making workers for our economy. Keep fixing that shit. And all this guy has is this one command center over here. That's it. He's got a turret, an SCV, and a command center. And one SCV to build it right there. That one SCV. Like, it's you know, it's how the base trade goes, right? Now let's watch this really fast. Let's watch and see what the opener of the build looked like. Let's see what the opener of the build netted for both of us. Oh, Torque, thank you for the 100 bits.
How's the stream going?
It's going alright. It's a bit rough for me just because I have a migraine right now. I've had migraines constantly, like for a while now. It kind of sucks. But, yeah, it's going alright. And when you have a migraine, it's pretty hard to function. But other than that, not bad. Going pretty good, actually, other than that, to be fair. I have nothing to complain about. I got some super loving, generous community members going on right now in my chat. And everything. Thank you very much for the gifted 5 subs during that game. Thank you so much, dude. And Twerk, thank you again for the bits. Guys, can we get a Vibo gift in the chat for and everything? Sorry, I didn't. I saw it, but I forgot to acknowledge it until right now. Thank you, man. And everything. But yeah, no, it's going pretty good. I just have a super big headache right now, so that's shitty. Okay, so let's look at the supply and let's look at income. So here's an example. Here's an example, guys. Watch this. This is classic platinum. Watch. He's not making an SCV for a while, first of all. That's not good. And now he makes an SCV. Watch this. Notice what he's doing right now. What is this guy doing right now? He's controlling his A-moving units. He's controlling his Reapers, and he's controlling his Hellions. He's sending them out of his base right now to go attack my base. And this SCV finishes at 353. 353. Right? Watch this. Okay, he made another CV. Good job. Good by him. You know. But he hasn't fought me yet. But good job by him to make another SCV. Because again, he does need to keep making them, because otherwise, why is he expanding? It makes no sense to stop making SCVs while you're expanding. Okay, so we'll give him a, you know, that's nice. Give him give him a pat on the back. He actually built 2 SCVs right there. But look at this, right? At 358. At 358, he started 2 SCVs. And we'll see what he does since then. I mean, or after that, right? So this could mean he is not going to touch the command center again for at least another 24 seconds, because 12 seconds per SCV. We'll see if he makes any more before they're over. And look, he's about to take the fight. He's right next to my base. So now 421. 421 is the new timer. Okay, he did it again. He made 2 SCVs. I'm proud of him. Tony Montana. Good job, dude. You actually did way better than I expected in this situation. He actually macroed right before he took the fight. But now, for fun... okay, so I wouldn't say with how this fight went... I'll just say this. With how this fight went, I would say it's okay if he would have focused all of his attention on this army, because this fight wasn't very long. This fight was only about 5 seconds. He impressed me with his macro capabilities otherwise. Like, I'm not going to say it was the best macro I've ever seen, but I'm going to say it's definitely a little bit better than what I expected for Platinum. For sure. I thought he was going to literally leave that shit idle for like fucking 40 seconds. Now, with that being said, there's 2 sides of the coin to microing.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you those in just a second. Thank you, Bob Dole, for the
Soon
62.
my sub-months will be able to collect social security.
They will, dude. Got a couple left to go. God damn, dude. Thank you very much, Bob Dole, for the 62. Much appreciated, dude. Hell yeah. You're old school. You're OG. So there's 2 sides to macro. One is being able to... Or 2 sides to micro, rather. One is being able to macro while you micro. You need to keep macroing while you micro. And the other side is being able to decide if the fight you're about to take is bad or good. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you fucking run Reapers and Hellions into a bunker, that is already a bad fight. Not only that, if you get shot by a siege tank with Reapers and Hellions before the fight has even started, that is once again a bad fight. This is a double negative based on the bunker and the tank setup we have here, and our opponent still decides to go for it. This is lack of experience, and to be fair, it is Platinum League, and I understand that the whole lack of experience thing, because our opponent probably just hasn't have played enough games with this kind of a style yet. I understand that concept, and I'm gonna give him I'll give him a pass, more or less. I'm not gonna beat him over the head with this point here. about how it was a bad idea. But the point I'm trying to make here is if you fuck either one of these up, you're going to probably lose a game in StarCraft 2. And it goes further into the realm of you losing a game if your build is sacrificing economy, sacrificing macro, to then put more emphasis on your micro. That's breaking the first rule I just said, right? You're putting yourself into a negative position in the game so that you can potentially kill me. But if you don't use your army very well,
Oh, yeah.
and then you throw it away, you're always going to get behind due to someone who just does something as simple as builds a bunker, which is not hard. Anybody can fucking build a bunker. So you need to, like, at the very least, you need to be able to have good macro while you attack someone for you to even have a chance. Because at least you're not breaking both rules at the same time then. But look at when this happens, right? Look at when this is over. Look at the supply right now, guys. That's not looking great for blue. That's why I said the game's already kind of over at this point. We're less than 5 minutes and I'm already almost doubling supply right now. The Liberator comes in, it kills some units, and then it dies. Like, this is rough. This is a rough position to be in. And then how's the macro going, right? Like, there's no SCVs being made here again. There's SCVs sitting there idle. There's no SCVs being made here. Fucking gas emphasis over minerals. This is the shit that you will do to yourself. Again, this is putting the player who does shit like this into a aggro emphasis and micro emphasis. You have to attack your opponent. Because you're putting your own build into a fucking deficit. That the only way you're going to recover is if you put your opponent's build into a bigger deficit while you kill them. This is brutal. This is intense. It's hard to come back from. Lazy Turtles, thank you very much, dude.
I'm M3 Zerg thanks to 2019 B2GM. I'm now using it for Terran. Bio really does suck without spreading out. Respect to those Terran Bio players. Listen to what he says, YouTube.
Thank you, Lazy Turtles. Much love, dude. And hell yeah, congrats on the Masters promo, dude. And look at the same thing again here, right? The base isn't even done yet, guys. It wasn't even done yet. And he's going for gases. You do not want to expand like this if you're going to keep expanding. Look at the economy right now. That economy is piss poor for blue. And how many workers have died? 4 workers have died. For me. I'm the one who lost 4 workers to his Liberator. I have killed 0 of his workers. Yet I'm still ahead by 17. My economy is crushing my opponent's economy. This is a losing situation by default. Because again, why is it a losing situation, Vi? Please explain. I don't understand. Because again, here's the big kicker of everything. StarCraft 2 is not just about your first fight with your opponent. It's not just one fight and the game's over every time. Because if your games are like that, it means it's a mismatched game. One of you is clearly better than the other. StarCraft 2 is about endurance when you actually play players who are of your skill level, and you have no fucking endurance if your economy is garbage. Notice how my opponent has the same gas bank I do, even though he prioritized gas. Notice how my opponent also, to max out, would lose some of this gas bank. I am fucking maxed, and I still have the same gas bank he does while being maxed. I'm still mining more than he is. I'm mining more gas than he is overall every minute, and I did a mineral-focused build, not a gas-focused build. And how does that make sense? It makes sense because my SCVs never stop. My SCVs on a graph are like this. These are my SCVs, okay? These are my SCVs, guys, right here. This is what they look like. This is Vibu SCVs right here. And why does it spike up like that? Because every time we make more SCVs, we make another command center, and another command center, and another command center, and another command center, and another command center. And suddenly I'm making command centers and SCVs at such a fast pace that my SCV count just goes to 80 SCVs right there. And here's my opponent's economy. It's like this. Similar in the early game. It's similar in the early game because of the fact that we both start with 12, and then it goes like this. And then by the end of the game, you know, by the same, or okay, that was maybe a bit excessive, as a little extreme. It was more like this. And what it is my opponent makes a command center, like way less command centers because you can't afford it as much. And he mines less minerals, and by the end of the game...
I just cleaned my mouse and damn, there was dead skin embedded in every crevice, even ones I didn't know existed.
Yo.
Nasty.
Thank you for the 5, Uncle Toby. Yeah, that sounds a little gross, but it's okay, dude. You cleaned it. And now it's good. Now you're good to go. Thank you, dude. And my opponent has, by this point, like 70 SCVs or something. So what this means is like our opponent, for no reason, drops off hardcore, and it's because our opponent invests into an aggressive build by going gas crazy and then fails aggression. So he puts his own build his own build macro-wise goes into the fucking pit of hell, goes into the hole. It's really, really poorly, it's just really poor. It's a poverty economy. And then the result of that is he gives all of his little bits of money that he has to hire like mercenaries right away. Hire units to go kill me. And they don't do anything. So then he's got a poor economy the entire time that he doesn't actually disrupt mine at all. It's brutal. It's fucking brutal, dude. Like our economy just destroys. Vibes oversharing. For what? Oh, you're talking about the mouse cleaning thing. I was like confused. But yeah, that's why we're winning this game, guys. So again, the final point I was making at the very beginning of this, it's not about your first army and trying to win the game with your first army. I could fight this guy again and 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 again, and I would repeatedly remax because I've made a good infrastructure in my base. My opponent loses one army and he's fucking dead. And why is that? Because he's struggling to just have enough money to max out in the first place. In terms of overall money I've mined, it's a lot more than my opponent already at this point. And look at those safety tanks. They're owning. Killing a bunch of his units. Obviously, we don't kill his entire army. But look, guys, look at that. I was like 50 supply ahead, right? It was like 200 supply versus 150. Now look at it. It's 189 versus 106. My opponent only went down. I pretty much almost stabilized. And we're both losing bases, by the way. Like, I just lost an entire fucking base of SCVs and a command center there. And my tanks also died. And my Thor died. Yet my supply still stays strong. It's not science. It's not... Or it's not magic, it's science. Now look at my opponent. It will just go down. Look at us. We're struggling to go back up every time. We're always struggling to go back up. My opponent will once again just go down. This is what happens when you give yourself a bad infrastructure. Look at my supply. It's still always fighting to go up, guys. We're always fighting to go up. Never stops. And look at my opponent's supply. It's 16, 15. I'm still maintaining his original army size during the base trade. And now our Liberator's coming out to kill his fucking tanks. But yeah, I hope you guys are starting to really. I hope it's starting to click mentally with you guys about these concepts because again, once we're out of platinum, Diamond League is going to be. Now we're actually going to micro in Diamond League, but like you have to understand these macro concepts. All right, we got another Terran player. Where's the Protosses today? Protosses, where are you at?
What's going on?
Not enough minerals.
Huh? Big job. SCV ready. Go ahead.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Additional supply depots.
All right, let's build ourselves a barracks, boy. Out of gas.
Much love, Vibu. Thanks for all you do for the SC2 community.
Thank you, Dr. Ditto. Much love, man.
SCV ready. Yeah. SCV ready. Bad news. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready.
Okay, let's grab an SCV. Build our natural. Let's build a marine. Let's build an orbital.
Bad
Scout his
news.
base.
Go ahead. Huh?
Camera hockey, our command center. Let's grab another SCV and build a
In
depot.
the rear with who wants
So I don't supply block.
I can't build here.
Because again, we're making marines. We'll stop building that depot first when we start
Command
going for
center
Reaper
upgrade
builds. But yeah,
complete.
that's not yet. Reaper is going to be diamond.
You scared me.
So what do we see? Our opponent went for actually a Reaper and an expand.
This better be good.
He went for an expansion with a Reaper. He's also got double gas. It's all good. But he expanded is the key there, so we're not going to we're not gonna what's it called? We're not gonna build a bunker
SCV ready.
because he expanded.
SCV ready.
Vibe doesn't scan early game question mark? No. Because again, all we're looking at right now is composition.
Are under attack.
If you can't even micro, what difference does it make?
Add-on.
Think about it like this,
complete.
okay? If you can't micro, what difference does it make if you know what your opponent's doing? Like, compositionally. Are you going to change your composition to micro
Vibe,
against
I'm
it?
gonna watch this while laying on the
It's probably
couch. Is
not.
that okay? I don't want to get in trouble, Daddy.
Alright, no worries, dude. I got you. I understand.
Gangway.
Add.
Okay, the Reaper looks like it's going to get away. Let's make our orbital command here. No, Reaper actually died. Make our orbital. Make our tank. Let's make our factory. Or our gas.
SCV ready.
Not in.
Like again, it's another thing where players who are lower level, they understand how higher level plays StarCraft, and they go, well, I have to do that because that's what you do at higher level, so that's what I must be doing, right? And yes, like a Masters Terran or like a GM Terran can scan their opponent and then actually like in their brain go, I know what I'm doing. If you fucking scan someone's base in Platinum, a lot of times what you're gonna do is you're gonna go, what should I do? I don't know. I guess I'll make blah 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 stuff. I'll make the other thingy that I was thinking about maybe making. Like it just becomes a fucking mess either way. You might as well just give yourself more economy so you just have more shit to work with.
Add-on.
SCV ready.
You'd be better off that way. If you played that way. If you focused on that concept.
In the rear. SCV armed and ready. Bad news. SCV ready.
And yeah, my macro in this game is pretty bad. Again, it's okay though. Do I like make it better? It's okay. No worries. Just keep doing it.
Additional supply depots required.
Keep doing it, dude.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Big job.
Okay.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Let's go ahead and build our third command center. Let's get our stim pack upgrade.
Not enough minerals.
Let's get a reactor on our starport.
SCV ready.
Let's get gases here. Let's get engineering bays because we're fully saturated. Siege our tank.
I'll give it back.
Gases. I mean, gases and NG bays.
SCV ready.
Keep making SCVs. Keep making
Not
marines.
enough minerals.
Keep making
Not
depots.
enough
We're done
minerals.
making tanks.
Not enough energy.
We'll start making Thors eventually.
What's going on?
What's happening there? Nice Liberator attack. Okay, let's go up there and kill that.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Keep making SCVs.
Add-on complete.
We could use some help here.
Make engineering bays. I mean, make upgrades off the NG bays. Transfer a couple SCVs back to the main base. And we're already back to being fully saturated again. We're happy, happy, happy. Transfer SCVs to the third base now, and we'll just have this become the third base when it's ready. Keep making units. Let's make a couple more barracks, because the third base is going to start having SCVs on it.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's go ahead and make an armory.
Go ahead.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready. Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Command
Land
center
command center at
upgrade.
the third base.
SCV ready.
Transfer a couple
Research
SCVs off
complete.
to the third base.
We hear you. Ah! SCV ready. In the rear. SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
Take another command center.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, he's got 2 liberators. One right there. Go attack that. He's got one right here. They select our army, go attack that. Make some mules on the third base.
Not
Keep making
enough
SCVs, guys. Make a couple reactors. Get upgrades.
SCV ready.
Fix SCV counts. Grab a couple SCVs that are running over here to put them back on that base. How's this base looking? Okay.
SCV ready.
Just rally our command center to the gas for a minute.
SCV ready.
Fix this SCV right there. And look what this guy's doing. This guy loves fucking Liberator harass. So let's put a turret on like the sides of the mineral line. Just like one.
Mineral field
Just one.
depleted.
He loves his attack. He loves his Liberator attack. Now let's go ahead and do a drop of our own.
Taking effort. Dropping
Go
off.
check the map right now.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Group 1, Group 2. Make Thors, make tanks. Alright, sorry, make Thors, make
Not
Marines,
enough
make
minerals.
medevacs.
Additional supply depots.
And now we have turrets that'll
required.
help deal with the Liberators where he keeps putting them in my
Additional
base.
supply depots required.
How's this base looking?
Additional supply depots
Base is looking
required.
good. Make a couple more depots down here.
Additional supply depots required.
Take another base over here. Let's make another command center while we're at it. Drop a couple more mules. Keep making units. Don't stop. Look, we found a base. Boost. Drop.
Here's your
Found
stuff.
another base. Boost. Drop.
We could use some help here.
1, 2, 3. Stim pack. Ah, it's dead. Okay, send this medevac back home. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stim pack. Sick.
Ready
Okay,
for
we can
dust
go to the
off.
next base now. Drop here.
Here's your stop.
Would you look at that? Fucking turrets are coming in hot and heavy right now.
Go ahead.
This guy loves multi-prong aggression on my base. Let's transfer some SCVs to another base.
Big job.
Let's put a turret over here as well.
Armed and ready.
Make a Thor. Make a couple medevacs. Let's go ahead and add some more barracks. Let's get upgrades too. Let's add some more barracks because we're getting a lot of money again. I can't spend my money properly. Like, I'm starting to be like, I'm barely able to spend it. Okay, so we just made another 4 racks. That's nice. Gonna definitely increase our production value. Let's get combat shield because we never got that yet. SCV count's currently 81. We're looking pretty fucking good.
Not enough.
Move this
energy.
command center down to here. And let's just have this SCV maybe like go build a turret down there.
Command center upgrade
All G.
complete.
Look at this guy likes harassing a lot, so turrets are good. So make a couple more depots. Keep making units. Get ready to start 3 upgrades. We can make our Thors go on high impact payload. SCV count's currently 85. We're done.
Upgrade complete.
Okay. Get these upgrades going. 3
Mineral
3.
field.
This better be good.
Get these barracks and a bunch of reactors.
SCV ready.
Okay, and we did not max out again at our ideal timer because our opponent was again once again super aggressive. Everyone's so fucking
Ready
aggressive.
for dust off.
Okay, make another command center because again the space is gonna get saturated really fast now.
SCV ready.
We're actually 88 SCVs. Let's stop. We actually made too many. It's okay. Just don't make any more.
Insufficient.
If you go over above
S1
90,
gas.
I would recommend maybe sacrificing a few of them.
Base
Okay, he's attacking
is
this base.
under attack.
A move towards it. Grab my SCVs, repair it, shift, right click the mineral line.
Mineral field depleted. Research add-on complete.
Okay, that base died. All these SCVs are dying. Oh, there you go. Now we're losing some SCVs. Let's go and build another command center. We'll rotate it. Tell my army to stim pack.
Command center upgrade complete.
Keep making SCVs again for the second time. Let's make a few more racks down here.
Yep.
Okay, and now because our army's on the right side, let's push the right side bases.
Piece of me, boy.
Keep making units. Keep making medevacs. Keep making marines. Keep making Thors. Keep dropping mules.
Yeah.
Keep transferring SCVs whenever they're oversaturated. Bases are looking good.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, now let's hit the next base. Is there a base here?
Why not?
Yes. Let's stim pack it right now.
Upgrade. Mineral field depleted.
Get another upgrade for our Thors, the weapon upgrade. Get concussive shells for marauders. Keep making units. Keep making SCVs. SCV count needs one more, and we're maxed out again. Let's cancel that SCV and lift off command center down to there, and just build another one like somewhere else. It's all good.
SCV ready.
Okay, this base is dead. So now, keep making units on 4. Take our army. Now let's hit the next base. Take our army. Let's actually group our army up. Let's group our army up. Also, there's a bunch of tanks there. It's okay. Group my army up. So we'll just literally get my army like grouped up. Maybe like kill these rocks or something, or move over here. Who gives a fuck? Just get your army grouped up because we have a bunch of units coming over that aren't there yet.
Research complete.
How did I know that? I looked at the mini map when I told my shit to group up. Meanwhile, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and tell our shit to build a turret. Land the command center over there. Let's build a turret over here as well. Let's also transfer extra SCVs because that base is massively oversaturated. Now it's good. Make 4 tech labs. Make a
Upgrade
reactor.
complete.
We're now at 15 production buildings. Let's go ahead and take my army and move half of it to the left, half of it to the right.
Been waiting on you.
There we go.
I'm on
And
it.
now let's go ahead and hit this base. A move like right there. Stim pack. Shift. A move back over there.
Add-on.
Now we're getting this big fat concave spread of hitting his base. Meanwhile, let's make marines. Let's make marauders.
Command.
Let's make
Command
medevacs.
center upgrade complete.
Let's make another starport and a factory and like 2 more racks, so I can hit the good production
Mineral
building
field.
value of around 20 to 24. And now we're at 20. Fuck yeah.
Oh, it's on.
And look at my supply the whole time. We're always struggling to remax. It's never like we just sit there AFK and like just accept the fate.
We could use some help here.
What's going on here? Right? I'm macroing right, and you're like, it's like, what's going on there? Our opponent's obviously getting overwhelmed right now. That's what's happening. He's freaking out at the moment. Okay, bases are looking good. Rally point my army to the middle of my base. Reactor that starport. Tech lab that factory. Reactor all the rest of these reactors. Reactor. Take my army, and now let's group up in the front of his base again. Maybe, you know what? Let's group up in the only base we haven't seen in a long time. Let's go bottom left.
Upgrade complete.
Reactor that.
Command center upgrade.
Is there a base right here?
Add-on complete.
Yes, there is. Because we haven't checked this base in a long time, and our army's mostly dead in his base. It's just medevacs now.
Light flights here.
We had like 10 medevacs and 1 Thor in his base still. So now let's go like this. A move this base,
Add-on.
stim pack.
Mineral field.
What's going on over here again? This turret is a killing machine. Again, our opponent is getting overwhelmed. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, yeah.
When you play styles that are extra aggressive, you make StarCraft 2 feel really
Battle
difficult.
Complete. Mineral field depleted.
I'm gonna throw out a tip there, a tip here really fast. If you've ever watched StarCraft 2 and you watched a pro gamer play StarCraft 2 and you go, holy fuck, this guy is so good at StarCraft. Oh my god, I don't think I would ever be able to do that. You know what? There's a lot of merit to that statement. That's probably pretty accurate because most people can't do the things that some of the extremely good pro gamers can do, which is why they keep winning tournaments repeatedly. Like a lot of Zerg players who try to emulate Cyril and Raynor cannot play like Cyril and Raynor because they're very unique. They're just the way they approach the game is like they're able to make a decision in like 0.1 of a second when the average player might make the same decision in 0.5 of a second. And then if you make 30 decisions in a row, suddenly they're on a whole different level. However, if you're someone who looks at StarCraft 2 and you watch a player's stream and this player's like Masters 2 and you think to yourself, holy crap, there is no way I would ever be able to do this. I disagree with that. I actually disagree with that one. The reason why is because I actually think anybody who plays StarCraft 2 can get to Masters League as long as you develop yourself with a decent sense of understanding of what you should be doing. Like, you understand what priorities in the game are. If you can do that, so much better off. Because here's the difference between my opponent and I this game. I'm not going to lie, guys. The game I played was so fucking easy, and the game he played was so ridiculously difficult. And here's why. My opponent this game opened up with multi-prong Liberator pressure off of double gas early game and also Reaper pressure. He opened up the game with an aggressive sense, like an aggressive mindset. Okay? And although that doesn't automatically mean the game sucks for him, at higher level you can definitely play the game that way and it makes sense. But when you can't even macro properly, all that's going to happen when you play aggressive is you're going to fall behind. And we're going to see it. I haven't even watched the replay yet, guys, and we're going to fucking prove it in a second here because it happens every time. It's not even like this is like a random game. It's literally 1 out of a million. It happens over and over and over again. So what's going to happen is my opponent is going to kill SCVs. I'm going to kill nothing. I'm going to kill no SCVs. He's going to kill SCVs, though, with his Liberators and his Reaper. And he's still going to be behind me in SCVs. And the reason why that is because he's going to stop macroing while he micros. And then, when his aggressive units die that were not really macroed behind, and he didn't do enough damage to outweigh the fact that he wasn't building anything in the whole time he was attacking, what's going to happen is he's going to fall further and further and further behind, and the further behind he gets, the harder it's going to feel for his attacks to do damage. And then then finally up here, when he kills this base the first time in top middle of the map, he's going to attack me with Thor Marine, and I'm going to attack him with Thor Marine. We both went Thor Marine. But I'm going to have a bigger army than he does, and the reason why is because the whole build-up up to that point, I macroed better than he did because I did not distract myself by trying to also be aggressive at the same time, whereas he did do that. And he distracted himself more to hurt himself more than he hurt me. That's just how it goes. Now let's see if I'm right, right? Let's see how this goes. Again, I haven't watched this replay, but I already know that's correct because it happens to fucking everyone in Platinum League. Let's see it. Watch the worker count. It's huge. Look at the worker count, guys. It's a big deal. Okay, so far, he's doing a great job. Up to this point right now, he's fucking tied with me. We both have 19 SCVs. His orbital is 22 out of 25. My orbital is 20 out of 25. He's actually 2 seconds ahead of me. Right now, before his aggression starts. Keep that in mind. He's 2 seconds ahead of me. What a fucking beast. Jesus. I didn't know we were playing the best Terran in the world. No, I'm just joking. But you get the point. I'm not trying to sound like I'm being mean or anything. But you get the point. He's actually ahead right now. He's ahead. But he hasn't attacked yet. He hasn't been multitasking yet. Let's see what happens now. So my SCV gets to his base, and my SCV dies to a Reaper Scout. Okay. And now look at this command center. Guys, this is where the problem starts happening. I have lost one SCV, and we're tied on SCVs. And his next SCV is 2 seconds of production, and mine is 7. So now, even though he's killed an SCV, he's now 5 seconds behind my build to his build. How does that make any sense? He's really 17 seconds behind because he lost I lost an entire fucking SCV timer here because one died, and I'm still 5 seconds ahead of where we're both at. And then the Reaper gets in the base, and it kills more shit. He's doing damage, doing damage, doing damage. Okay, watch this, watch this, watch, 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 watch. We don't want to look at the Reaper, okay? We do not want to look at the Reaper full on. We want to look at this. Look at the command center. Look at the command center and watch his camera, okay? Watch the camera while we watch his command center. He just started 2 SCVs. Okay, so he did the same thing as like the last guy. He made 2 SCVs as he started.
This better be good.
Now he's microing in my base. He kills the second SCV. He runs around. Watch this command center. At 254, 255, 255. Look at this.
SCV ready.
He's running around. He's running around. He's running around. He's shooting. He's shooting. He's running around. He's running around. He's shooting. He's getting shot. He's running around. He's dodging. He's bobbing. He's weaving. He's killing another SCV, and then he's dead. And finally, at 310, he started another SCV. And now, even though I've lost 2 SCVs, I'm the one who's lost 2 SCVs. I am ahead by 2 SCVs, which means if he killed 0 SCVs, I'd be ahead by 4. If I actually counter-microed his Reaper by saving SCVs and moving them in weird locations to save them with Marines and shit, I would be 4 SCVs ahead. You just got to be able to handle the simple macro part of the game, honestly. You have to be able to do that before you try to start ramping it up like this. It makes the game so much more complicated, and you'll improve slower because of it if you overcomplicate the game like this at early levels. Like, I know it sounds boring not to micro units, but if you can't macro properly, you'll never get better. And then there's another gas emphasis, right? Look at the fucking gas emphasis on this build. Yuck. Fucking yuck, dude. There's one SCV mining the mineral line right now. And a mule. There's a second SCV that's currently trapped behind a wall up here. Because his wall is up. But he's got 1 SCV on the mineral line, guys. We have 8. His economy as well is better than mine at the moment, and it's because he has mules mining. This is the power of mules. He dropped them all at once. But you get the point. Like, this is brutal, dude. This is not what you want. Way too much gas, way too fast. There we go. Now he transferred a bunch. I'm glad he's not actually saturating the gases right away. That makes me happier. Now he does when he's like halfway saturated. It's still rough. This is the kind of these are the reasons why we're going to be ahead. These are the reasons why I'm going to just keep pulling ahead repeatedly. Now look what he's doing, right? He's doing double Liberator harass in my base. We just killed one down here. Double Liberator harass. And how many SCVs have we lost now? I've lost 14 fucking SCVs, guys. Guys. Hey, guys. Remember how I said Terran was 2 seconds ahead before the Reaper came out? Well, now he's killed a total of 14 SCVs throughout all of his aggression so far. 14. And we're still basically tied on workers. And now I'm ahead again. Within like 5 seconds after that ended. If you're fucking Masters League or if you're Diamond League and you fucking do that, you attack someone and you kill a bunch of their economy and then somehow you're behind. You're going to get knocked out of fucking Diamond League and back into Platinum League because you cannot play like that in Diamond League. You can't, like, you can't. You like Diamond, you might get like maybe you could say like Diamond 3, maybe Diamond 2. But like once you get towards Masters, you would just get fucking owned. You have to be able to prioritize macro and secondary your micro. And anyone who learns the game as a micro priority with a macro secondary, you're playing the game like backwards. It's like literally teaching someone how to read a book backwards. It'd be like saying this. It'd be like, okay, the medevac is dropping the CC. It'd be like telling someone this, okay? Let's learn how to read this. CC the dropping is medevac the. Fuck yeah. Okay, now let's read like that from now on. Forever. You're just doing it fucking backwards, and it's going to be way harder. It's not designed that way. Books are not designed to be read backwards, and StarCraft is not designed to be played in a micro focus. StarCraft 2 is a 100% macro game, and here's the beautiful thing again. I've said this 5 million times, I'll say it again. Even if you do a build that is an all-in, and it is 100% micro-based, it still has fucking macro to it. Every build in this game has some sense of macro. There's only one build you could ever do that is not macro. There's literally only one. The only build you could do that has no macro, and it's 100% micro, is if your build was to rally your main base to their base, and you built one worker, and then when that worker spawned, it went to their base right away. And then you pulled your first 12 workers off the mineral line and you attacked your opponent with them. That is the only build in the entire game that has no macro. And that's not even a real fucking build. Like, if you did that to someone and they actually were, you know, they had some idea what the hell's going on. They knew how to aim. They knew how to simply aim move you. You would die. Most likely. I guess you could argue, what if he knows how to drone drill and someone else doesn't know how to do that? And yeah, maybe. Sure. But yeah, it's every build in this game that's an actual like something that develops beyond just your first 12 workers. It has macro to it. There's macro in every build. There's macro in all-ins. There's always macro. So if you fucking attack someone and you just fall behind for no reason, it means you're not macroing. You have no macro focus. And you are going to lose all the time because of that. Because you're literally doing... You know what it's like? It's like this. The only way... Let me say it like this, because some people might understand this realistic example better. Imagine, okay? When these Liberators die. When did the Liberators die? Go back to when the Liberator died. When did it die? Okay, it's right here. It was right there. I want you to imagine something. Do you see how he's killing SCVs? And he also killed SCVs over here as well. And he's now killing Marines too. Do you see how he's killing those things? The only way a higher level Terran would ever be in the situation right now where red would have 51 workers to blue having 50, even though blue killed 0 workers and red killed 14, the only fucking way this would ever make sense is if blue also killed workers. Because we both went for a barracks into expand build. We both opened up with an expansion. Our builds were identical for the first like 2 minutes of the game. So the only way the worker count should look like what it does right now is if while those Liberators were killing my SCVs, is if a medevac full of 4 Widow Mines flew into this mineral line and blew up an entire mineral line of like 14 SCVs as well. Or like 13 SCVs. If that happened, that is the only reason why our SCV count should still be similar. Because you just somehow took damage. And you're like, ah, fuck. I took a bunch of damage. But if a Masters player was playing this game, They would know. They would 100% know that they were ahead. This is why a diamond as well, maybe. This is why again I don't teach micro until later on, because here's the fucking crazy thing. I actually think the Terran right here, the red Terran player, again nothing against him specifically. I'm just talking about the mindset of a platinum player. I think most people in platinum would go, "Oh my god, I just did so much damage to those SCVs. I'm so fucking far ahead right now. Damn, dude, I'm really far ahead right now. That was nice." You'd probably think that because you just did a ton of damage. And yeah, he did. He killed a lot of SCVs, guys. That's a fuckload of SCVs that just died. But if you're behind while doing a ton of damage, it means, my god, there's something wrong with your macro. You need to fix that. That's all it means. And now here comes our drops. So our first drop goes in this way. We drop. There's a PF and siege tanks. And these Marines aren't long for this world. They die super fast. This drop actually catches a command center before it's done anything. And then we drop here now, next. And this drop kills quite a few SCVs. Now look at this. Look at this, guys. I just killed 6 SCVs. He's still killed 14 up to this point, but I just killed 6. And now suddenly, I'm ahead by 17. I am ahead by 17 workers, and we're both on 4 bases. Because I killed 6 workers. It's just because my opponent is simply not macroing as much. He's dropping off a lot. And why is he dropping off a lot? Because he's overemphasizing his fucking micro. A little too much throughout the game, I think. He's overemphasizing attacking me rather than developing himself. And then now, remember how we talked about when his attack comes up here? We're just going to run his ass over because he just doesn't have enough
Hey
supply.
Vibe, do you have any suggestions in staying cool as a cucumber while under pressure? Much love, meow.
Understanding. Here's another analogy. What if someone told you, hey, if you're on fire, stop, drop, and roll, dude. And you're like, all right, thanks for letting me know. And you're going to stop, drop, and roll when you're on fire. And then what if someone didn't tell you that? And what if you just out of nowhere saw fire on your body and you started panicking? And you're like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Ah! And you start hurting a lot because it's burning you. And you start freaking, you run around in circles. You're screaming. You're going crazy because you don't know what to do. Everybody panics when they don't know what to do. Panic is a natural human reaction when you're uninformed. But if you have a plan, you don't panic. And if you understand that macro is superior to people who play inefficient, you will outlast them, and you will surpass them. You'll outlast and surpass your opponent in platinum and below. Again, Diamond League guys, it'll get a little bit harder. We'll start microing a little bit because you have to at that league. You actually have to start microing there. You can't just get away with only macroing. But again, the way you don't panic is if you actually understand what you're doing. And how do you understand what you're doing? Just watch the whole series. Honestly, I talk about so much shit. Just don't be lazy and listen to it as like a podcast or something. I don't know. Just like really invest some time into listening and learning how to play this game from the ground up. And don't just spend like 5 minutes watching one game off of like Platinum 2 only and be like, all right, that's good enough for me. I don't need to learn anymore. I know what I'm doing now. Because there's so much shit people just overlook and they don't even understand about this game. And then they think they do because they think that at lower levels, pro level applies to that. And it fucking doesn't. Because you watch tournaments in StarCraft and suddenly you know how to play the game. You do not play like a tournament player on ladder 99% of the time. But thank you very much, Dust Bunny Migration for the dono, dude. Much love, dude. I appreciate that. Okay. And then, yeah, he just didn't have any units, guys. He didn't have enough supply, so we just ran his ass over, right? As it always goes whenever we have somebody who plays inefficient. We just run them over like a fucking steamroller. And now there's not much he can do, because now that bases are also starting to die, it's getting kind of rough. Now here's the part where we split up our army. We do the two split spread thing. So this is what this army looks like. It just kind of runs some tanks over. No micro. We did a pre-spread and then we went. And that army did a really good job. Now here's what this army did. Right here. This army as well is doing a really good job. It's just killing the whole front line of the red army. And these Thors are just pounding that command center. My god. And then, yeah, our opponent, again, can't ever remax now because he has no money. And then now this is the last base, and when this base dies, he's super dead. Boys. We already understood macro is better than micro. Can we skip it in features? What does that mean? Can we skip it in the future? Falling asleep now. What are you saying? You don't want me to teach you that that macro is better than micro, and it's boring? Then come back when I'm in masters or something. But I'm just gonna if that's what you meant though, I'm just gonna say this really fast. It's a weak ass mindset, and you're never gonna get better with that mindset.
1 year. Thanks for the endless stream of wonderful content throughout the year and the pandemic. You've made my life a whole lot better.
Yo, thank you very much, Midge, for the 12. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much for the support. I'm glad you enjoyed the content, man. Much love.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Alright, so he's random. He's a random, guys.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. Roger. Go ahead.
Called a weak ass. No, seriously, like if you're someone who's like, if you're like, I want to learn, and then someone actually takes time to tell you the steps on how to learn, and they don't just say, get good. You know, they don't just tell you to do what, like, if you're trying to learn a technique of somebody in something that takes years to master, they can't just explain it to you in 5 seconds and go, that's it. It's just that simple. It's actually really easy. The reason why you want to learn is because it's difficult, right? People like learning StarCraft because it's a super hard fucking game. And if it's boring to learn and you just want to learn the hardest level of what this game is all about and not the steps on how to get there, you're never going to get there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you don't care about that, that's
Is it
fine.
better to oversaturate while waiting on my natural to finish, or long distance mine?
Okay, I'll give you a breakdown of that. So in reality, I'll tell you in a second. Thank you for
Thanks
the
for the
5
series
months.
as always. What race do you think is the easiest to start getting your feet wet on basic macros / splitting?
All three.
I recently started Zerg and feel like so much less brutal on Terran.
Terran mech is easy as fuck, by the way. Terran mech is super easy to learn how to play the game. Terran bio is a bit rougher. But Terran mech, my 2019 series of B2GM is super easy in how to introduce someone to how to just get into playing Terran. I think Terran mech is actually the easiest out of all the races. And then Terran bio is the hardest out of all the races. And then Zerg and Protoss are in the middle. Thank you very much, though, Avist, for the 10. Appreciate you, man. And
Add-on.
the saturation thing you were talking about. 3 workers per patch is better than long distance mining. So it's actually, in theory, better to have 24 out of 16 SCVs on a mineral line because you have 8 patches and 3 per patch means you're at 24 to 16. Because it's 8, 16, 24. It's better to do that than it is long distance mine. If your expansion is not going to be up until the point when you're at like 24 SCVs.
Add-on complete.
Okay, he's attacking us with the Reaper. It's all good. Do we care? Am I going to focus on that? Nope. I don't care. I'm going to macro, guys. Am I going to pull SCVs off and cut that off and kill it when I know I totally could? I want to, I'm not going to lie, but am I going to do that? Nah, I'm just going to let him run into more Marines. Fuck it, dude, I'm macroing, right? Instead of having only 2 Marines chasing around my base while trying to micro SCVs, what if I just had 8 Marines in my base because I just macroed the whole time? Easy peasy. Limit a squeezy. Let's go ahead and make our 3rd command center. Let's go ahead and make some more depots. But yeah, a 3rd SCV on a mineral patch is more efficient than
Add-on complete.
a what's it called? A 3rd SCV on a mineral patch is more efficient than a long distance mining SCV.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
But then if you have 4 SCVs on a patch, it literally does nothing. The 4th SCV actually does nothing. Like 0. It's not even an exaggeration. It actually does 0. So then it's more worth it for it to long distance. For the 4th SCV, which means you're above 24. Now you're at 25 or more out of 16.
This better be good.
Which race is best to play? It's really up to you. That's your opinion, right? That's just opinion. Whatever you think is fun.
In the rear.
Play whatever you think is fun.
Up, ready to go. You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
SCV ready. This better be good.
Get our gases at this base. Get our engineering bays as well.
SCV ready.
Get our Stimpack upgrade. Siege our last tank.
Who wants some?
Go ahead and land our 3rd command center at the 3rd base.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
Okay, let's go ahead and load up our medevacs and do a drop. See where our opponent is located.
SCV ready.
Transfer SCVs to the 3rd base.
Not enough energy.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Go, go,
Okay.
go.
Try to get upgrades. Keep making units. Let's make some more barracks because
Ready
we're
for dust off.
getting a little bit too much money right now.
SCV ready.
There we go. Just made a few more barracks.
SCV ready.
Okay, this medevac has nothing to drop, so let's drop the main.
Want some?
This medevac also has nothing to drop, so let's drop the natural.
Dropping off.
1, 2, 3. What's going on here?
Hey, get me out of this.
Okay, let's go to the middle of the mineral line. And let's A move. What's going on here? It's dead. Okay, send the medevac home. It's fine.
Armed and ready.
Let's go ahead and make an armory.
In the rear.
Make SCVs. Make units.
Better be good.
Let's make another command center because the space is fully saturated.
Big job. SCV ready.
Research complete.
What's army? Yeah, he's got ground units and air units. He's got a hybrid, so whatever. I'm just gonna be going for bio and Thors and shit. It's all good. Not too worried about it.
Ready for
Excuse me.
dust off.
SCV ready.
Excuse me.
Bad news. Good job, huh? Armed and ready.
And here's a cool trick as well that we can tell how we're ahead. I just dropped my opponent, right? And what did we see? Think about it like this. Instead of going what units we saw all the time as well, think about how many bases we saw. And you know what I saw? I saw my opponent was still on 2 bases. He has a third command center, but
Ready for dust off.
his third command center was still there. And by the time it was still there, this base was already like fully saturated. Notice how it's already oversaturated?
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, well, like we're definitely in a commanding position in terms of army supply right now. Let's make another command center. We have 100% way more money than our opponent. And here's the thing, right? Not only have we generated more money than our opponent, are we spending our money as well? Are we doing a good job of spending our money? And the answer is yes. Yes, we are. We're actually on par this game to max out with our timer, our 9:30 timer, because we haven't really been attacked that much this game. But maybe he attacks now. Who fucking knows? It could happen.
Ready for dust off.
Keep making units. We're at 80 SCVs. Let's make another. Let's like call down supply really quick, so we don't supply block. Let's actually cancel one of these because we're good. We actually cancel both of them. I forgot I built SCVs. Or he's there. Okay, he's attacking me. Okay, let's go. Go attack right now.
Not enough.
We can
minerals.
scan.
Research.
Look at that army. Look at our army. Look at that army. It is so much different. Let's go ahead and do it right now. A move it and go. Stim pack.
Command.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Size matters, guys.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready for dust off.
Okay, tell our SCV to repair that command center and have this command center go lift and land over to this base. SCV count is good. We're at 85. We can build another command center like over fucking here or something. It doesn't really matter. Just build it. And now let's go ahead and build a few more racks.
Yep.
Take my army and A move down towards his base. We can build a couple, like a factory, a starport, like 3 more racks over here.
Yeah, whatever.
And then let's build like maybe like 3 more racks here.
With the gear.
Now how many buildings do we have? Grab all these buildings. Grab all these buildings. Grab all these buildings. We're at 20 now. Awesome. Does he have a base here? Yes, he does. Grab half my army, go up. Tell my Thors to go on high impact payload. And now do the same thing we did before. Grab my army. A move. Stim pack. Shift. A move. Shift. A move.
Mineral field.
Make
depleted.
units at the same time. Let's make a few tech labs. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 tech labs. That's a reactor and a tech lab on the starport and the factory. And then we'll make marines and marauders as we're losing units here. Let's make all these other racks into reactors. Let's make all these racks into reactors. Make a Thor, make some medevac,
Add-on complete.
make some more marauder. Look at my supply. It's crushing.
Add-on complete.
Make this a planetary. Transfer SCVs that are oversaturated. SCVs that are oversaturated. Good base there. Send them over here. Send one SCV down to here. Make this a planetary. How's this going? Let's stim pack again. It's going pretty good though. We're doing pretty good. Make more marauder. Make more marine. Make more Thor.
Ready for dust off.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Get 3
Command center
upgrades.
upgrade.
Get 2 level 2 weapon upgrades on the armories. Hey, look at that shit, guys.
Not enough
We are
minerals.
fucking maxed again. And again and again and again and again. Drop some mules on this
Command
base.
center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
And now we're hitting those
Not enough
jackpots.
minerals.
SCVs are all looking pretty good. And now let's grab my army and let's go again. Grab my army and tell it to come like right over here.
Vibe, I keep dying to air all-ins. Should I build static anti-air just in case if there's no natural?
No. No.
Oh, and you're the best.
Nope. You should not do that.
Mineral field depleted.
You're more than capable of defending an air all-in with every one of these builds for every race that I'm doing. If you just build units. We literally talked about this in my Platinum 3 Terran video where I got Proxy Void Ray all-in. I was like, I could have built missile turrets, but guess what, guys? If I built missile turrets, you know what that would mean? I wouldn't be able to afford Marines. Because I'm limiting, my money is limited and I can't afford everything.
Mineral field
And then
depleted.
turrets can't move around like a Marine can. Cannons can't move around like a Stalker can. And even those war colors can move around, they can't attack until they root. It takes like a process. And you can just make queens if you need to. If it's really fast.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Yeah, do not make static D for no reason every game. Like early game. That's bad. That is really bad play. Don't do that. That will make you fall behind every time because it's not free.
What used to be your main game before SC2?
Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3. I used to play both of those together a lot. I've gone on and off of World of Warcraft a lot. I was like Gladiator in like 4 different expansions in WoW with multiple classes. I played a lot of FPS as well. I went through a stint when I was in high school where I played Cal for 1.6 Counter-Strike. I played a lot of CS. I played a shitload of Unreal Tournament and Quake when I was younger as well. I've played a lot of games, man. I don't just play one game usually. Like even right now, I still play games more than just StarCraft. Like right now, I'm playing World of Warcraft again. I'm playing Diablo 2 again because of Resurrected. I've been playing a little bit of Diablo 3 just because of new seasons, and I don't know. It's kind of fun playing with friends in Diablo 3, even though I don't think Diablo 3 is as good of a game as like Diablo 2. I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, Diablo 3 6. It's actually kind of fun if you race in the season. Because I actually push for like rank 1 in hardcore mode and stuff. It's fun for a little while. And I play a lot of Apex Legends right now as well with friends. Whenever, like, I would say a lot. I play like maybe like 2 times a week with friends. I don't play every day. I would probably play more if my friends played more, but yeah. And I also went through a major phase where I played a ton of Dota. Not Dota 2 on Steam, but like Dota back on Warcraft 3 when it I used to play it on a client called Garena, G-Arena. I've been all over the place, dude. I'm everywhere. Vibes of Cal O noob. That's rude. I'm not bad at I'm not bad at FPS, honestly. I'm an overall gamer, guys. I'm a gamer. I'm not trying to say I'm the best at everything, but I'm like second best at everything. If I just stopped playing everything, I would be the best at the one thing. No, I'm overall pretty good at games, though. Honestly, I'm not good at everything in life, but when it comes to video games, I definitely pick up video games pretty fucking fast. Have you played Path of Exile? I've played it. Path of Exile is fine. It's a good game, but I think that game is turning into a pay-to-win game. So I've lost interest. That game is like you have to spend like hundreds of dollars to just buy enough stash tabs and transmog gear to not look like shit and also be able to play the game properly. There's so many systems in that game at this point. But it is a good game though. I liked PoE. Alright, boys, let's see it. Look at that. Resources lost, right? He lost a Reaper, guys. He lost a Reaper in my base, and that was it. Yet he's behind by 30 supply. And he went for a fucking expansion when I went for an expansion. I scouted that with my first SCV. I saw he was expanding. So, yeah. Like, there's no reason to be this far behind. It's just due to the fact that the build is inefficient in some ways. Like, same, look at this shit again. It's, everybody does this, man. Fucking double gas, undersaturated mineral line. Like, how early did he take these gases? Like, taking one gas when he's got like 5 SCVs on the mineral line. Taking a second gas when he has like 10. That's rough, dude. It's fucking brutal. You can't really have money when you play like this. That's why he's behind. So this is the reason why you start falling so far behind, because you just don't make enough income. Now, look, we'll check out what our drops did. Oh. So our first drop gets in the base. We actually kill a decent amount of SCVs, even though the tank just pounds the crap out of us. Second drop, what does this drop do? The Viking killed our medevac, and SCVs ran away. We killed more SCVs again. These are not being microed at all. More SCVs die again? Oh my god. Also, all these SCVs aren't mining either. Like, holy shit, dude. That was huge. We just killed 11 workers. Oh my god. It's nuts. No micro, though. Remember that. It was a scout. That was a scout. Vibe isn't gay. I like how the chat is literally talking about how if I'm gay or not for the last like 5 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but a Marine, his ass pops in that biosuit. Oh my god. Alright, so he scans us and he moves out. But look at this. Remember how this guy's attacking us and we scanned here because he set up tanks on us? And we're like, what's out there? Remember how tiny his fucking army was compared to ours? It's like literally 10 Marines or like 14 Marines. We have a big ass ball. We have 3 pages of Marines versus 14. And this is what the fight overall looked like when it happened. Maxed out versus half the supply. Brutal. Absolutely brutal, dude. Just got ran over. Ouch. Ouchies. Ouch kebabs. Okay, now here's one of our sides of our army when we attack. Does a pretty good job. Overall, it breaks the front door of his base. The Thors are still here just pounding away. And then here's the second half of our army. This is the second half right here. And this side just kills all the SCVs here. And the base. Brutal. Damn. Tough stuff. Macro is superior. And you want to know the craziest thing of all? Even though we just lost that entire army, guys, guess what? I'm fucking maxed again, dude. I got a whole brand new army.
Is that a stim pack in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Thank you for the bits, the real towel. Much love, dude. Oh shit, guys! Guess what? We got the exact MMR we needed. 3026. That was it. So you know what that means? It means that I gotta now give you a fake promotion off my old videos. 1 second. We're almost there. Here we go. Hold on, let me move my camera now so it's bigger so I cover it. Here we go, dude. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, guys, we got Platinum 2 to Platinum 1. Oh. Ooh, you see that shit? We did it, everybody. Wow, guys, we're looking good at StarCraft 2. We just got promoted. Oh my god. Well, guys, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching the Platinum 2 video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope a lot of things in here made sense. I apologize about the low level of like energy I have here. Dude, I have the, seriously, I still have it. I have the biggest fucking migraine right now. Oh shit, go back. I have the biggest migraine right now, so sorry about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. I hope you guys still found it informative. Hopefully I didn't make the video terrible. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. And until then, have a great one. Good luck in the ladder games. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys. Take it easy. Much love. Bye.